the rights. Yes, I am.
So here we are again, alive with another Monday of D&D.
Well, I mean, it's also a bit of the Monday curse. Expecting anything to work on a Monday in general is
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, apparently it's very poor form to expect anything about Mondays to work.
Mondays are just not a good day.
I would like to ask Mr. Herden, how the hell do you pronounce the name of your steed?
Exactly as it seems.
You sure about that?
Possibly,
No, I'm,
because I cannot.
intrigued.
I done this earlier, so. See, Serenal. I don't even know.
Well, let's just say I would have
Wrestlers.
said Serinil. So it's not exactly as you want. Where's the roofies? You need roofies.
Oh ja.
I need the Calpol
Veldig vågen. Ja, da har vi visst det.
or
Fire one of these. That should keep her busy for like 10 minutes.
Så bara armarna och bara...
My
My girlfriend wants to see your daughter. It sounds very weird, but she wasn't here before.
you got 5 seconds.
Planning on stealing her.
5 seconds.
Here, take her. It's not stealing if I willingly give you her.
Take it.
And it's called adoption.
She's very cute.
You get her hair. Okay. She's getting that like second one before bed, so she's really hyper.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. You have your very own familiar.
Is it illegal to put leashes on them and just tie them to a maypole?
Yeah, I tried that.
To be honest, leashes for kids exist.
The maple part, yes. Leashes on them, no. It's like walking a dog, except instead of picking up after it, you wipe its ass.
Wow. Lovely.
I'll come and tuck you in, Mum. Skedaddle.
Oh, Jesus.
And she's walking like a dog.
How do we transition from something like that into D&D?
We can't.
No, I guess...
Actually,
just
it
cancel.
reminds me of something in last session with the kid. But
Oh,
okay.
Here we go. That's your transition. Golden.
Poor
Everyone, you're
halfling.
seeing this, right? You're seeing this. She is literally on camera taking my car and my wallet because she fancies ice cream.
But she's
We
a
have
woman.
video evidence.
That's
I have
what women
video
do. They
evidence.
take your money and your car. That's all they are good for.
Oh, who's clutching?
You need it all automatic.
I just had it washed too. She's a good driver.
You think?
Roll a
Be,
D20 to
be
see if
very
she
careful
crashes.
about what you say right now, Seb, because we still have video evidence of everything.
Kör försiktigt, okay?
What did you say?
Drive carefully, because I love my car. Okay, let's do some D&D, shall we?
I have a hard time now switching.
Oh God.
Yeah, D&D.
So we are
That's a
level
game.
5, right? Not wrong.
Yeah, you should be level 5 now, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's okay.
And, last time we left off with the rest of the party taking the town, resting up.
And to get the
Kothar
country-
summoning Ninyak again. Quelena is studying the tome with Crambo. So
Crambo and Quilena, a couple to be.
yeah. So
my
I
It's part of the D&D. We don't hear you. What you're saying.
Well, I mean, it's a kind of a good sign that D&D started out for nerds, and now those nerds have babies and stuff,
And
wives
goes to
and
show that
families and
those-
cars and houses.
It's
D&D is
possible.
growing up.
Just stick with it. And it's holy crap. It's possible. You can get a family and all the debt yourself if you want to. All the debt.
That is something I'd rather not.
Well, it just
The
is
rest is
part of
okay.
life.
this is becoming too real. Mm. So I think we're gonna pick up this session with Corona. Rambo and you have been deciphering this book for pretty much 2 days now, going through it. Essentially, chapter by chapter, figuring out more and more words and sentences, piecing everything together. Suddenly, you see Crambo have this look of
Eureka.
realization. Yeah, basically, a light turns on above his head, and he storms immediately out the door.
I
He's-
would like to follow him.
Yeah, you follow him out and then down the heavy stone stairs, past the gatehouse of the keep, and into town, where he storms essentially straight into the house that you have taken over as a party.
How rude. He wasn't even invited,
Yeah,
even though I don't know that. How does he know about this house?
he keeps on top of things surprisingly well.
The guards do tell him.
Spies,
Yes, there's these
CIA, right there.
There are these ravens that keep flying around.
Medivh. Just kidding.
And
It's that damn cat thing.
yeah. So Crambo basically storms into your house just as you're making dinner or something, Roheden.
I would like
And-
to do a minor illusion of a small torch above his head, lighting up.
Okay, sure. So there's a little torch just above his head, hanging there
Yes.
in midair.
Is it okay if I just go run away for 2 minutes? She just can't get the car out of the driveway in front of the car.
Good driver.
Yeah, I can't be doing this. I'll be back in just a very few minutes.
And also, you should probably tell her that the internet has now immortalized it.
All we're missing now is something Kesh will do. What do you need to do today?
I flipped off a toddler, so
I feel like the exploding coffee basically made up for this.
Yeah, I had mine earlier with the exploding coffee cup.
Not everything can happen in the same day.
I'll then, if we're waiting a moment, I'll just go grab myself something to snack on. 1 second.
Yeah, please. This is like a fairly important moment, so we're
Eureka!
we have a still image of Crambo marching through the door into your house. Everyone turns to look at him and then freezes, and we have extreme close-ups of each face staring at Crambo.
Everyone
Man on the
sees the
Mitch.
torch over the head, and someone's voiceover is just, "It was at this moment they knew Quilana had fucked up."
I'm getting those flashbacks of like those 90s like sitcoms and stuff where everything just freezes.
Yeah, exactly. Like a soap opera. Step, you okay? The car okay?
The car is okay for the time being.
Is the driveway okay?
She was closer to the car in the bottom of the hill than I parked it, so it was close. Holy crap, I'm looking if I can see my car. There it is. Driving awfully slow compared to what she should have.
I mean, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Just to clarify, this is a 2008 Audi Quattro, black with a new paint job and new rims.
Yeah, so you would prefer that it was driving very slowly and carefully instead of very fast and reckless.
Yeah, but if they're driving very slow and carefully, that means that they don't have control of the situation. Well, I'm just gonna. This is like a huge step in the trust department for me.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Honey, we need to take our relationship to the next step. I need your car keys.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm going driving alone.
Yeah, well, she picked the fucking.
You shouldn't worry though. It's a Nordic Quattro. It has rally lineage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could.
Not
if you wanna
that
be
it
safe,
anymore
could have
has
told
any rally in it, but
It is a double S line. But it wouldn't perform very good if she took it off road.
You should just get her a Volvo, basically a walking tank.
I'm looking for
a
that.
Saab. A Saab would be
Yeah.
much better. Or Lada.
Or a tank.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything until she comes back.
Uh,
What did Kalana fuck up?
So,
There you go.
yeah.
Just
We get out of the freeze frame, and Crambo marches to the center of the main room in the little house that you've occupied, and go. And he's like out of breath, and he smacks the table in the room with both hands, and there's like this brief pause where he doesn't say anything, just takes in deep breaths, and then goes, "This is worse than I thought."
You see Kothar in the corner, not helping out this time. He's just hand feeding Niniak and himself, just paused with crumble in each hand. Just, well, go on.
I would just like to know if I had any understanding why he suddenly it's so bad. I mean, is my character surprised? Is my character, I don't know. I've been studying 2 days next to him, so
Yeah, you would have been picking up on the same information as he has.
oh, okay.
So, I think he's gonna just lore dump, and then you can decide whether you're surprised or not, because you would have access to the information as well. He starts rambling very quickly, then catches himself and tones it down a little bit. The Nightstone. It was holding not just magic. The magic was on the surface. It was holding a person. The warlord. He was sealed inside a shard of a mythalar. That is what the Nightstone is.
They sealed him inside the Mythalar.
Yes.
They needed that level of power to seal him.
Yes.
You know any other stronger companions that can deal with this kind of matter?
I believe at this point we should try and find wherever Nightstone is
Before they crack it, hopefully.
before it is used in any other fashion.
How would they open it?
Carefully and
I have not the faintest idea. It could be as simple as drawing as much magical power away from the wards, keeping it together. It could be the use of
Wouldn't
force,
the
which is
warlord defend
unlikely.
himself? Wouldn't the warlord defend himself?
If he is released, yes. But for now, he is sealed inside the stone.
No, but if they
Yeah.
open it,
Yes,
I mean,
then
what's the danger in opening it? That's the question that I have.
the danger is, well, he said that the warlord had very close connections to demons, which allowed him to live well past his prime and to conquer much more land than any other person in this region of the world. Whether that connection remains after he is released, if he is released, is a matter of just guesses.
From what I read with him, do I miss any information? I mean, does any of it not make sense to me?
The tome detailed. Well, the first half was basically all about the warding magic and components necessary for a powerful spell that would seal the warlord inside an artifact, a powerful magical artifact, and then a way to block any access to him. The second half was a careful study about the probable magical artifacts that would be necessary, and it essentially came to the conclusion that a Mythallar would be the best bet, perhaps even to the effect of consuming the warlord completely, because Mythallars are kind of like that. But apparently the Nightstone is only a sliver of a Mythallar. So the best that they could do back in the day was to just seal him inside and hope he wouldn't get out.
Question is, why did they opt to seal instead of attempt to destroy him?
That is
Well,
anyone's
you
question.
shouldn't be hurrying to kill him. I mean, he might be on our side.
Did you forget who we're talking about here?
No,
if he's on
but I
anyone's
mean,
side, it's on his side.
But
He might
if-
not be
if-
against us, but he won't be with us. He'll be for himself, not against us.
well, you're failing to grasp what you can gain here. If we release him, we could learn about his magic.
As he takes over this portion of the world and molds it into his own domain, I'm guessing.
We could take some precautions.
Do you have a spare Mythallar lying around?
I'm not meaning that. I mean, I'm sure there are some mages that could contain him.
do we have time to get those mages?
I don't know. Do we? I mean, I'm looking at Crumbo, basically.
We do not even know where the Nightstone is at the moment.
So it's a mute point anyways.
Yes.
The real
Uh,
question is, how long would they need? Would they even be interested in releasing him, whoever took the Nightstone?
I am not sure. As far as I know, all of this is information contained only in the tome, and if the crypt was sealed, I doubt that anyone would know about the true nature of the Nightstone. It has been a case of careful study for hundreds of years, nobody has surmised the true nature of it until now.
So we have three possibilities of why it was stolen. One is someone else wants a tourist attraction. Two, they knew it was a Mythalar, wanted to make use of that. Or three, they knew it contained him and want to release him or do something else.
Or 4, they just want the magic of it.
That's part of the number 2. They know that it's a Mythalar and want to make use of the magic of the Mythalar.
Even
You don't need to necessarily know that it's a Mythalar. You can also just think that it's. I mean, you can see the magic and just.
yes, even before the tome confirmed that it is a sliver of a Mythalar, the Nightstone was always a very powerful obelisk. The magic on it could be drawn from and used for who knows what.
By what I studied with him, what kind of warding were there on there? I mean, what kind of protections did they put in place? I mean, was it just to block him, or was it more?
It was basically the kind of magic to seal him completely inside, so nobody can reach him from the outside. Nobody can divine that he's inside there.
Can he get out with those wardings?
No, he would be stuck
Sealed.
inside as well.
Did you say that he had connections to demons?
Yes, so it is said.
And demons are ageless creatures, no?
Yes, demon lords do die and become usurped and lose measure of their power, and they also lose interest in worldly affairs for long periods of time while they struggle in their own realms.
I was more concerned with how the knowledge could potentially have been leaked, but demons do tend to trade that knowledge for, well, many things.
Power, money,
Anything. Or
soul.
simply the sheer pleasure of knowing that they could unleash someone that would have quite a lot of chaos. They would probably prefer doing it themselves, but...
Though, the question now remains, who took it?
Yep. Sean,
I mean,
you
we
know who
can't. We can't chase something we don't know where it is. Yeah, look at Crembo and kind of ask, what are you exactly suggesting we do with this information?
The important part, I believe, now is to find Nightstone. We only know of the airships. I can send runners to the north and south to ask about the airships if anyone has seen them.
Can't this Nightstone be located by magic?
That is also a possibility. It would
The divination protection wards were for the inside after all, not necessarily.
Yes, not for the Nightstone itself.
That is very true. We could try and divine for the combination of warding magic.
Yes.
It is unlikely that it would be. It would be unlikely that it would be a duplicate of anything else.
Yes.
Mythalars have a unique signature, do they not? Or at least they produce a unique form of magic.
Yes.
Well, this one is for sure. It's not a It's not a complete Mythalar.
But it's a sliver of it.
Yes, and the warding magic is making it difficult to surmise that it is one. That is the problem. That is also why nobody has, until now, surmised that it is in fact Mythalar in origin.
I asked Crumbo if he knows any mage that could maybe perform this service for the kingdom.
I know several, I believe.
Considering how many have dropped by to study it, most would know the unique magic that it had on it, at least the source of magic it was providing.
Well, we could just describe the type and not tell what it is.
It's hard to describe such a unique object without telling every obvious researcher that we're looking for the Nightstone.
Well, if he is a loyal servant of the kingdom, we don't have a problem. Plus, it would allow me to research a bit into what exactly is this warding magic.
Well, it needs to be found first and foremost.
Yes, so runners would be great, but I think that the fastest way would be if there is a mage to locate it.
Why not both?
We can do both, but it would be unnecessary if the mage can find it.
Depends. Some divination magic can benefit from knowing a direction to search at least.
Yeah, sure.
There is
Though
also
runners
the
would
issue-
take time to come back, I mean.
There is also the slight issue of they may not still have it with the airships.
The what?
No.
The airships may not have the Nightstone with them anymore.
Yeah, they might have dropped it. That's why I want the mage to locate it. Because the warships might have just been to grab it and then to deliver it to someone, and you would be chasing airships that are flying to wherever. I mean, we could be chasing them for days and then discover that they are not even carrying the package anymore.
Yes.
So again, I look at Crumbo.
Yeah, he's been like thinking along as you've been like conversing between yourselves, and he just kind of nods. I shall send word to mages I know and trust who might be able to do this for us.
We don't want to spread it too much with too many people.
Yes, I know.
Considering how many of the villagers have left this village after the attack?
Not many have actually left.
That's
Most
fortunate.
villagers who aren't there anymore are because they lost their lives during the attack or during the whole goblin fiasco.
So, what are we doing then? I mean, does anyone else have any other idea that they would like to maybe also chase while we're doing it? Because it might take a few days to get the mage here.
I'm curious if the other coronets would have had similar tomes.
That is
Along with
also a
them.
path to go, yes. I asked Crembo, how long would it take for the mage that you're thinking about to get here?
Oh, I can send a message overnight, then travel. They would likely take a teleportation circle down to Mintar and then travel up.
So how many days is that travel?
For the mages I am thinking of, perhaps 2 days from now they would be here.
Alright, so we have 2 days. Now there's only one lead that I can think of finding the other tombs. Or unless Crembo knows of where the other two are, and I kind of look at Crembo if he knows.
I wish I knew.
So I have this idea how to reach the other tombs, though it's not for sure that it actually reaches them. Do we want to chase the other tombs while the mage is coming here?
We could.
There is another option.
Mm.
The elves of Thornwood, they have scouts nearly everywhere around this area.
Yes.
They could be of use if you can
Do you
find
trust them?
Not,
Do you trust them, though?
I cannot trust them as far as I can throw them. However, they might be willing to part at least some information to you. At least they are wood elves.
Commoners.
It would be likely that their scouts have at least spotted the airships and would know in which direction they were heading.
How many airships were there?
I believe the number was anything from like 3 to a dozen.
Okay. So do we want to go to elves? Do we want to explore the possibility of finding another tomb? Or do we want to do something else?
Well, we know these coronets have some kind of correlation, but they were split up for a reason. And as long as I'm wielding this one, I should be able to discern if anyone suddenly picks up another one, at least.
Well,
so
unless
for now,
they somehow manage to mask it.
That could also be. I do
Or
not
also,
know.
if it's in another plane, it might not be accessible to you.
That also could be a valid thing. It could also simply be laying in a tomb, gathering dust.
Yes, but if Rohirthan is right, and maybe there are other tombs, tomes, leaving it there would allow for anyone to access the knowledge about this Nightstone.
Is this knowledge we would want to destroy or keep?
Contain. Knowledge shouldn't be destroyed.
But in recovering it, we risk not containing it. We risk
Well,
breaking
it's safer.
the and,
It's safer with us than in a grave that anyone can access.
Considering the troubles we had getting down there, if that's the level of protections we can expect,
You are talking about
probably better to fetch it. Yes.
yes. So now the question is whether we want to first go to the elves or first go to the tomb.
We don't even know if the tombs were nearby this area at all. It could be.
I don't need to know that. I'm pretty sure by a guess that the other tombs are interconnected with this one.
You're thinking of the portal system.
Yes. I mean, if they were these so powerful mages, they probably had a system going.
Were there not only one mage in the adventuring group back in those days?
Yes, but he was powerful enough to create this place. Wouldn't he have protected the others?
It's worth a try at least, seeing if this.
You do remember that the other adventurers of that group were leading the wizard to his grave in the murals.
Yes, but if he discovered something powerful enough, he might have protected it using the adventurers that he adventured with.
Possible.
It's also worth going back to see if the other portals. We know the teleportation magic is beyond the doors, so if we can bypass the lock, we can perhaps access the portals behind.
And the huge ass spider lurking between them.
About that spider, we might use it as a mount.
I'm not against that at all. Just saying, there is a big ass spider down there, and we have to deal with it somehow.
Yes,
Well,
we just
are
need
you
some
afraid of
brains.
spiders?
Hmm?
Are you afraid of spiders?
No, it just depends on the size, volume, and poison potency.
Oh,
Well, I'm
we
pretty
should-
sure this spider is harmless. I mean, a spider this big probably doesn't have much poison.
The bricks in the walls shattered at a mere touch from its feet while it ventured down beneath us in the well, down in the darkness. We don't know what kind of spider this is. It could be bad.
I would like to do a minor illusion of a spider right in front of Shump. And say, is this scary?
He will just flick it.
Now you timed that with 3 horses, and we're talking.
Alright.
If we could get that to amount, no problem. But we have to get it first. We have to make it see our side. And we need to get to those portals. So what's it
We
going
know
to be?
one thing about it.
Why do we
It's
need
big,
to
yeah.
deal with the? Why do we need
It's-
to deal with the spider?
It's probably pissed off.
Also
Wow.
pissed off. Well, we need to be dealing with it because I imagined it wanted us before. Now it
Well-
might be roaming the place just looking for us.
You could
Well,
just
it
be
might
very
be-
grateful about the washing I gave it.
There's a lot of possibilities. A lot of possibilities indeed.
You might just want to give them a hug.
Well, I mean, maybe it just needs some love.
Should we venture back to the tombs?
I think that would be a good idea.
I need to fetch something from the shops before we depart. I need to stock up for once.
Okay. I kind of. The question is, did the Crumbo actually give me the diamond I requested?
It's 2 days. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay.
I would ask Mimiak if he's comfortable with returning to his old temporary home.
Will I become barbecue again?
Yes.
I'll try my utmost not to.
Please
There aren't as
do.
many spider webs.
Tell you what, I'll not prepare any fire-based spells.
I would be grateful.
Well, I have a great bonfire.
I would think that you would be a bit wary of fire after the explosion.
Incident?
The incident. I think, yes, let's refer to it as the incident.
I think I can blame someone very specific here, but I shall remain not
The
saying the name.
I do not know at all who you're talking to or
That
referring
heat
to
base-
at all.
I will say,
Heat-based
by the way.
exfoliation.
Yes, it's lovely. Now, how do we wish to travel? Because Rohirthan has a way to travel
Has he?
faster. I mean.
Not yet.
Oh, it doesn't.
Has he?
Not that you know.
Oh, no. Okay, so I don't know it.
He
Okay.
dreamed the whole thing after all. I mean, I can keep up with that thing on foot.
Mm. So off to Oz.
We're off to see the wizard.
Well,
Wait, no, we're not. We're
Yes,
off
we
to see
are.
the wizard's
Crumbo.
corpse.
Well, it's just a few years after Oz.
would Crambo know about any horses or means of transportation for us?
There were horses at the stables before, but I believe they ran off during the goblin attack. the best we could offer you now is pigs.
Ponies? Oh!
But
I would love a pig!
they
And
will
I would
not
just
go
like
far, I can tell you that much.
I would just like to kind of bend over, like kind of very close to not Trump, to Crembo, and kind of go, "Where's my piggy? Where's my piggy?"
How many horses are we talking about that escaped?
There were only 3. We did not
And
need
you-
them much.
Oops. Okay.
You'd think that they would probably stick together as a herd?
It is likely if they still survive out there. Has been a few days. Could have roamed off.
Do we have anyone capable of tracking?
I
Um,
can't.
Well, there are hunters in the no, not anymore.
There were
Here's a
hunters.
question. Would investigation work with tracking, or is that
No.
only
Tracking is
okay.
survival.
Yeah, so I can't track shits. I say I have an idea and kind of go into my backpack and take out a signal whistle and say maybe they are trained to come back.
Niniak, could you help us track these horses?
I look at Kothar and ask, what about my idea?
There's a reason I skipped it.
Yes.
I will
I
just
can
pout and just stand there angry. Yes. Sorry. cut you
I
off.
can try and fly up and see if they are anywhere to be seen.
I'll poke Niniak's nose. Just what? Isn't this good for anything?
There are far too many scents in this world. I'm still getting used to everything. I can try.
Well, it's the best bet we have then if we wish to try to recover horses. How much would it cut down the travel if we do successfully find them?
I mean, if you want to go all the way back to the same
Right.
tomb, then you would cut it down to about half. So it would be like half a day instead of a full day.
So we should take a maximum of like an hour to actually find them, if not just travel.
I'd say give it a few hours at least. See if we can pick up the tracks and see where they headed. Because, yes, our immediate need for them will be diminished the more we spend time on it, but we have things to do afterwards as well.
How far is it from Thornwood, by the way? How long is it to travel there by foot?
By foot to Thornwood, it will take you a couple of days to get to the edge of the forest.
Okay, and then it would be hard terrain, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would take, unless you come across the elves by chance, then it would take you about a day of journey deeper in to try and find any trace of them.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 days there, and with horses it would take us 1 day there and then another day inside.
Yeah, like
Okay.
1.5 days to the border, basically.
So okay, so let's do it.
So, is there a place in the town where I could get a components pouch?
A components pouch?
Yes.
What do you need a component pouch for?
Well, because I have some cantrips with my recent found thing on my forehead or my temple.
Oh, that? You don't need material components for those.
Yeah, it
They're-
ignores it.
Yeah. They're innate magic. You don't need
Oh,
material
nice.
for it.
Cool, so I can just...
Yeah.
Awesome.
Will
The-
yourself for it.
Essentially, the tattoo you have is the material component for them.
Cool. Awesome. Then I'm good to go.
Any other concerns before we start setting out? Is
We
everyone
aren't
stocked
actually
up on
setting
food?
out yet. Oh, food. That is a glorious idea. 1 second, let me check.
How much food do you think I could have prepped in the time it would take for Torm to learn all this stuff?
Wow. A lot.
Well, you fed most of it to your mouse. That
Fed,
mouse.
taste tested, you know.
I'm guessing we would
Let's
have had
see.
decent meals at least for the day and the morning.
Yeah.
I still want to be by or check the storehouse and some, maybe even the inn if there's some rations. I only have 5, so
Yeah, I have also only 5.
You would definitely be able to get rations at the book price from the inn.
How much is the book price?
1 day of rations is rations 5 silver for 1 day of rations.
Alright, so I would like to buy 2 of them.
Roheden, do you have cook's utensils?
Yes.
You have proficiency?
No.
Okay, then roll a 1d20.
You blew up.
I burnt the house down.
Okay, 5.
There's another death in the
Yeah.
party.
You know, you've been trying to get some jerky going and all that kind of dry, long-lasting food for future rations, and trying to get it all sorted out, but now after a couple of days, they're starting to smell a little iffy. You're not quite sure if you did it right.
This is where Shump comes in handy. Here, try this.
Kill
Nice.
the cat.
Wow, what is this? What
It's tasty food.
Want me to just eat it, or is there some accessory to it, or a special drink that you want me to have it with it, or just gonna eat it?
Just try a bit.
All right.
And he
considering their
does.
last meals,
Constitution save, maybe?
Yes.
Of course.
Wow, this is really good. Like, wow.
Yeah.
You really have it in your fingers. Arthur, I gotta tell you, it's nice.
In a few hours, you'll have a slight rumble in your stomach, but no adverse effects.
It's just like a...
Just some indigestion.
Yeah.
lead belly.
I'm just gonna give him the rest of it.
Right, Jack, you're going now.
Lovely. So you're trying to kill the rest of the party.
I just love the compassion level of this group. We just look out for each other. It's awesome.
Yes, look out for each other. That's the word I was looking for.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's free food, you know?
Yeah, delicious.
Can't
Oh,
wait
I
for
go
you to
return
fail the
the,
con save and have food poisoning.
I'll go return the studded leather armor.
Okay.
I no longer need it.
Yeah.
And then I'm ready to set out at least. I have purchased 5 more rations, assuming they have that many.
Yep.
I would just like to check that I have the spells that I want memorized.
I'm
I'm not even
Okay.
going to bother rolling for the Ring of the Ram to restock because it's just missing one charge, and I'm guessing I can't get less than one charge.
I'm guessing they'd have enough to give me at least 4 rations.
What the
Wait,
you're
no.
cooking?
No, the vendor.
Oh,
Not after cooking.
Morak. Yeah, he would have everything necessary to pack up rations for you.
I'm sure with all the recent
So-
deaths, his storage isn't being as heavily taxed as it normally would.
Yeah, but it's also not likely for it to be replenished as much.
True.
1 silver piece, you said each, right?
5.
Five silver for 1 day of rations. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, I wrote it down. That's good.
Let's set off after the horses then, unless anyone's got objections.
Nope.
I will still pout.
Well, clearly.
I'll just lift Nignac off my shoulders, like kind of like the eagle tamers do when they have it
Sure.
on, or hawks. I mean, on one hand.
Yeah.
And just like make me proud.
Good. And with that, Nignac takes to the air and flies off up into the sky for a first cursory glance at the terrain around the town, and then swoops down to the hillside in the west to start the hunt.
Want me to roll perception for him?
Roll a perception and then a survival.
So he sees something, but he just doesn't know how to track it.
Are you following him along?
Yeah. He's capable of flying at 60. I can at least keep up with him for 1 hour.
Sure. Okay, so you follow Nignac along as first takes to the skies and then swoops down. You see Nignac swoop down, and then as you get to where you saw it land, you see it in a clash with a little hare, little gray hare.
Did it remind him of the Tressim?
Yeah, the rabbit is basically doing flips over Nignac, trying to fight Nignac off.
Well,
I'll let it fight it.
Okay. So you notice that Nignac isn't actually fighting the rabbit. It's more like playing with it. It seems to be very curious about what this creature is. The hare is going wild though. And shortly after, Nignac chooses to disengage from the fighting and leaves the rabbit startled and scared out of its mind in the bushes. While
is Roherthan following? Am I running out alone, or are you guys actually following?
I'll
Trying to.
following, well, trying to keep up
Okay.
without casting something first, but
Yeah, I'll just nudge Rothan if once he gets there and just point to the rabbit while Biniak is flying onwards and just like, I hear scared meat is the best meat.
I only have a javelin. Might be a little overkill.
Maybe you should take a lance. I mean, maybe it's not big enough for javelin.
Yes, this is the perfect time to pull out that horse of yours and just a full-size lance and just chase after the rabbit.
Or maybe a trident would be better.
Now, where is that stat block I had for the killer rabbit of Karbanag?
And there we go.
Hang on. I wonder if my mount happens to have the strength to pull along a small, like, ballista. You know, if we're going to go overkill.
The trebuchet.
First, you'd have to find or manufacture one. That's gonna take. Building one will take you more time than the mages for travel.
2 levels I can do fabricate. But wait until then.
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
Magnificent.
fabricated in pieces. Just
I don't need to fabricate it in pieces. I can complete a complete thing with it.
full-size scorpion.
I can't actually do the wheels because it's different parts, but I can do the rest.
That's okay. We can drag it like a sled.
How heavy would that be?
I'm sure Kothar can push it with his speed. But it would slow him down to half his speed. It would still be our speed, so... So how are we... Yes, attack the rabbit. Go on.
I asked Kofar for one of his knives.
To the javelins.
Yeah, I actually... No, you mean dart?
Yeah, dart.
Yeah.
Somehow I feel like the rabbit will explode if I throw a javelin at it. If I hit it.
Well,
I'll give you 4 in case you miss.
In case I miss.
Oh shit! That I should probably have stopped. Too late now. I'm sure I won't be needing any of those.
Let's add 4.
Wink, wink. Should have gotten some too. I think.
Stats for that.
1d4 plus throwing is dex, isn't it, or is it strength?
Throwing is strength.
Strength? Okay.
Yeah. Those and such is dex.
I could create a fog cloud to confuse the rabbit.
And us.
Well,
So, what's your other idea? Create a giant flaming dog in the middle of our group?
I could do another rabbit to
Drop
attract
a
that
bonfire
rabbit.
on top of the rabbit.
That would also cook it.
That would save some effort. Okay.
Do you want me to cook it?
I prefer to let the chef do.
Yes, that worked entirely well. Okay. I'm gonna throw a dart at the bunny.
Poor bunny.
Hopefully I put this in correctly.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Oh my god. You actually
I
missed
did
it.
not-
So,
I forgot the
Forgot
damage.
to add the damage dice.
Yeah.
The one, probably.
yeah, well, you hear a rustling in the bushes, in the low shrubbery of this hillside as the dart sinks in, the rabbit bounces up and runs off, apparently unharmed.
Can I still cast a chill touch on it?
Grab it by the scruff of its neck.
You can try.
Yay! I need the target. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I missed it too.
Yeah, you wish to.
That rabbit is one fast rabbit. Well, it's a range of 120.
You guys couldn't hit the side of a barn door.
Well, at least we're not trying to hit
the hare does this cool triple backflip over a rock, just as the chill touch is cast. It avoids it masterfully and then bounces behind the rock. And
Kodar isn't even upset, but he's just impressed now.
I would do a minor illusion on the ground where the rabbit was of a dead rabbit with a dart in it.
Yeah.
And say, it's to make you feel better.
I'll set back after an Inyak.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ninyak has been circling around, trying to find anything else aside from rabbits and other curious
I'll call
creatures.
him down and just. Do you know what horseshoes look like?
Ninyak plummets down from the sky and then flutters its wings as it catches itself, and then looks at you straight in the eyes and goes, "Yes."
So you know what you're looking for, at least. I keep forgetting you've been locked up there for a while.
They are crescent-shaped, yes?
Yes. These horses were most likely... Well, they most likely had shoes on, as they are not wild horses, so... Though if you find the marks of other unshoed horses, that'll do too.
You see Ninyak's head tilt to the side like a curious dog, and it continues to look you in the eyes, and then you hear its Ninyak's voice in the back of your mind. Why do you put shoes on horses?
To protect their feet.
That makes sense. You are very kind. Then it flutters its wings again and takes to the skies again.
Yes. I should point out the irony here is that Ninyak has higher intellect and wisdom than me. No, wisdom, not intellect.
Yeah, but has also been stuck in a dungeon for centuries.
Yes,
So.
It's just so weird seeing it has higher stats there. Well, as a second roll?
Yeah.
The full Monty or just survival?
Yeah, both.
And boop.
Okay, good.
I should probably have switched name, but it's okay.
Okay, so yeah. This time, Ninyak circles around a little bit further away in the hillsides, and you have a constant mental connection to it, and then hear it go inside your mind. I found something.
Found the butterfly.
Oh, dude, show me.
It flies up into the air and circles around this place so you see where it is.
I'll just stop and use my action to see through its eyes.
Sure.
Blinding myself.
So in that case, Niniak moves back down and then lands on the ground. You see these marks on the ground. They are almost horseshoes shaped, but it looks like these tracks have been here for quite some time.
Quite some time, as in days, weeks, months.
Probably months. These look like there's like grass growing over them and everything. These are not recent marks.
I would like to cast, if I can, Arcane Lock on my backpack.
Okay.
Very well.
I
Sure.
don't want anyone to steal my buttons.
Okay, good.
So you won't put Arcane Lock on the chest itself? Or the
No.
box itself?
That's, I mean, come on. If already I'm locking, let's start with the container that is holding the box. I don't want the box to be stolen.
Mm.
While you're doing that, Niniak,
I give him some praise for the good spot. These are old, so we'll need to look for more.
Niniak hangs its head for just a little bit and then looks to the sky and flies up. Are you still looking through its eyes?
Yeah, until it starts moving again.
Until it starts moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I'm very close to it right now, but for now I'll just
What's the maximum distance between you two?
100 feet for the 100 feet.
Okay. So, Niniak flies up again. This time, this time you see it in midair, stop for a moment, and just look up into the clouds. Roll a perception check.
Oh shit! Wait, it has advantage. I forget.
Okay,
well,
10.
That didn't help. Before anything specific happens, I would be approximately 40 feet away-ish.
Okay.
Well, 40 feet away from where it pointed to the location, since it's diagonally upwards and stuff.
Yeah. Everyone who is out with Kothar and Niniak, you can roll perception checks as well.
Do I use my own perception check as well, since I also see through its eyes?
Yes.
I don't get advantage, though.
So we kept up with him.
Yeah, there would be pauses where Niniak is just circling around. Okay. Good. So, Niniak spots it first, mostly due to being in a good position for seeing it. But there is this a shape that moves through the clouds above you. Quelena and Kothar, you catch it as well as you look up to Niniak.
Dragon.
No. This is like a...
Blimp.
kind of that shape, yeah. And what is that? Ovoid spheroid? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, an oblate spheroid of some kind.
What
It's
shape
like a
is it? Oh.
it's like a shadow, an elongated circle shadow against the clouds above you.
Is it above the clouds or is it below the clouds?
It's above the clouds, but you can see it through
Yeah,
the cloud
understood.
layer.
How high up is the cloud?
How high up is a cloud? Jesus.
First cloud layer, second, or what?
It depends if it's low clouds or high clouds.
Types of clouds and how high they form. Let's see.
Very scientific here.
Mid-level clouds. It'll be around 8,000 feet, I guess.
Oh,
Okay,
joy.
so if you will give me time in a few hundred rounds, I will get there.
Yeah.
Or not.
So,
I think the shield will run out before then.
Yeah, that's why I said or not.
As you peer at this moving object above, you see two dark objects drop down beneath the cloud layer, and you'd be able to see that these are large, dark birds. They continue to move downwards into warmer air.
I'll recall
us?
Eniac immediately.
No, not towards you. They are all heading north. Almost straight north.
I wish to look north if I can see anything.
From where you are, you can see just the hilly horizon in the distance. But you know that the mountains
shield.
are up there.
I would use my shield to climb a bit up above the tree line so I can watch better.
Sure.
Are
we heading north? Like, are we?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're doing a bit of a random search pattern.
Okay.
If anything, we're
should I
heading
roll?
west, I think.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, these birds are big enough for you to get some details from them. Not very many. Both Quelena and Kothar, with those perception checks, you can see that they look almost like
Dragons. Almost like dragons.
They look almost like vultures. Giant vultures.
What do I see north? Where they are looking towards, or where they are flying towards? When I'm at top of the tree line?
You can see, like, in the very far distance, you can... Well, from where you are, you can't actually see much. It's like just the hillside and plains continue with patches of forest. You do know that straight north where they are heading, they will first hit Thornwood and then the Cloven Mountains.
Is the shape still above the clouds?
Yes, but it looks like the clouds are rolling in a fashion that it might break through.
Okay. First of all, I will land back, and I would like to just keep looking towards that, trying to glimpse at it when it breaks out of the cloud.
Sure.
I don't think I actually rolled health when we leveled up.
That's a little bit important.
I was just checking the log to look for the dice roll, and I've now gone all the way back to before we entered the city again. There's no dice roll that fits a health.
Ah.
It should be... I was wondering why the hell my hit dice and stuff weren't updated. I always do that. It should be 5. I had 4.
Yeah, you can roll your health now.
Yeah, I think... Am I the only one that missed it? Or did anyone else forget to last time?
I'm just double checking.
I remembered, but my health is still shit.
Yeah, I remember Shamp got a shit roll.
Me too.
Let's see if it's a d6 plus 2.
That was... Well, level 5. That was just after we left the... Yeah.
Yeah, it was that as we got out of the tomb, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
Well, I'm more concerned with the big shadow.
Yeah.
What is the big shadow compared to the two flying shapes?
So, the large shadow continues to grow just a little bit as it descends through the clouds. Then you see like cleave through the cloud layer, first making this groove in the bottom of the clouds. And then you see it break through completely, and see there is a wooden structure breaking through, almost like the keel of a ship.
These are the flying ships, aren't they?
I mean, it definitely looks like a ship flying in the air, so...
Yeah.
Well, it might just be, like something flying that looks like a ship, but it's not a ship.
Based on how... Oh, is it possible
Why would
to
they be
estimate
so
its
close,
speed?
though?
Close, 8,000 feet up in the air.
No, I mean, why would it stay near the place it did its thing? I mean,
Yeah, it's assuming it's the same ship. Or
Yeah, exactly. Might be an armada.
could also
does
be that
anyone-
there's
It's the
some...
Pirate King. Come to...
Kothar, do you have a spell for 8,000 feet?
No, but I wonder how fast is it moving? Is it possible to determine that?
I don't think... Yeah, from where you are, you don't have, like, any kind of reference points, really. So you can't get a very strong beat on the speed itself.
When I'm above the tree line, can I see the shadow of the ship on the tree line?
No.
Okay. So
It's
no reference.
high enough.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
can't
asking
really see.
to see if I can get a reference. Okay.
Well, are they... They're descending?
Only
Since they're breaking
barely.
the cloud layer?
Only barely. They're descending beneath the cloud layers, but that's about it. Actually, most of the wooden craft that you see is still hidden by the clouds.
But they're keeping a straight direction.
Yes, they are heading due north.
Let's make a note of that, and if we do find the horses, we could attempt to catch up and ask them a question or two. Maybe hijack
Well,
the ship.
if they land,
Well, if the land is one thing, yes.
if they don't
would
land,
think-
I don't have many options to get them to them.
No, me neither. But you'd think they'd have to land at some point in time, at least.
Well, it could take months. A ship could contain at least food for many, many days.
True.
So you and
Months,
Earth and we
weeks.
don't know about this, right?
You would know if the others are.
Well, we're
Pointing
openly
it out to
discussing
you.
it, like looking at it, trying to get, like, what the hell is that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
I shall be
So,
right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, good sense to go quickly see.
Is it a
I think
bird?
we should follow. They have plotted a course. If we just head north in a basic straight line, we might actually happen upon something.
Yes, mountains.
Here's the
Exactly, the mountain base.
here's the issue, though. Even if we follow this, and we manage to find where they're going, what are we exactly going to do
Kill
against
them.
a ship
We
with
kill
two big giant vultures that are protecting it?
co-fishes. I have two.
Yes, the issue is how do we get up there?
Well, we
None of us.
climb first, and then we kill them.
Also, it makes no sense to me that they are still in the region.
Not
They're
necessarily a
scouting for
ship that is
survivors.
relevant.
Maybe.
Alright.
Not necessarily a ship that is relevant to the group.
Exactly. I mean, it's weird that it would be so close to the village. We have barely traveled 1 hour out, and we can see it.
Well, airships is not unique to the particular guys we're looking for.
We could hijack it to find the particular guys we're looking for.
Again, the issue becomes getting up there. The only means we have of any form of flight is the shield that Torm has. Or
Well, we
Balana.
could rent a ballistra and fire Shump up there.
Yes. Yes, we could.
Well, in that case, we'd probably need a trebuchet to reach that kind of height.
Sure.
Yes.
I bet the kingdom has one.
Now, I suggest we keep looking for horses and check out the tomb.
Yeah, I think so too, because this flying ship is nice and all, but we don't have any way to know where it's going and whether it's even related.
And if it intends to land anytime soon, and if it's at all connected to this at all.
Yes. Too many questions remain.
Yes, at least that we know the tomb, where that is, and that we might get some answers.
And I have no abjuration spell, so I can't figure out for the life of me what they're doing here.
You mean divination?
Divination, sorry, I meant.
Ah, yes. A typical novice. Very well. We shall resume our hunt for the...
Well, I can create this nice path of lights and maybe get them to land here. You know, this landing strip.
What are you going to do? Right, please land?
I could. I have enough bones to do it.
In all languages?
Well, I was thinking about starting with common. And then switching it up, you know?
In broad daylight?
That might be the problem. Someone has a darkness spell.
A region darkness? I hear the drow tried that a few years back.
Just on the ship. I don't need it on all the place. Just on the ship, so they will see it in light.
Actually, I don't think my character would even know about that. Well, I mean...
How far does a signal whistle signal to?
Not far enough.
Not nearly far enough.
Somehow I don't think it's going to be 8,000 feet.
Well, if I really blow it hard.
What year is it again, Theo? Ish.
Ish.
1360 something?
Later than that. There's no real timeline in this case.
So, since this is Forgotten Realms, and it was a rather famous event, does my character know that Loth once successfully clouded the majority of the Anor desert in darkness?
I'm sure you would have heard some stories.
It was a legendary battle between drow and dwarves and the Harpels. Jesus Christ.
I would like to just lean against my staff of War Mage and just kind of look at this for a moment and kind of go, okay, I guess there's nothing to do here except for those horses.
Yes.
Okay.
By which means, do you want to assist? I mean, I have full confidence in Eniac, but, you also possess the ability to fly up and, look for them if you want for a while.
I can actually help Ninyak recognize it. I could do a minor illusion of a horse and show him how it looks like.
If you want to.
I would do it.
I'd still say that if you go a different direction afterwards, we double our chances of finding them.
Sure, I mean, but still, I want to. Though I can't fly as long as Ninja can.
No. But
Yeah.
some time is still time enough.
Yep.
And also, get you away from me.
So, I would suggest that Champ joins me.
Yes. Though,
I have a
please
signal
be
whistle.
tasteful in what you're showing Maniac with the horse. Don't make it a pink horse. Or a brown one. A brown one could work. Just not a pink horse.
You do know that after you say that, I have no choice, right?
Quick question. Does Maniac even see colors? Does he see certain colors? Is he a dog?
I think Niniak sees normally.
All right, so I would show him a regular horse with this pink aura around him.
Okay.
I think Maniac knows how a horse looks.
Except for the pink aura.
Lothar, you hear in your mind a faint voice go, "This horse is very strangely colored."
Yes, as is the creator of it. I will not say that cause equals correlation, but there are strong indications of it.
Are you suggesting something that my character doesn't hear it?
May I look for the horses now?
Yes, please do.
I will, to minimize my time using the shield, I will every 100 feet go up like 90 feet and then go back down if I can't see anything, and then go another 100 feet and do it again.
Okay.
So you're not going to be doing any gliding?
No.
Okay, so it takes you a little while longer, maybe like half an hour or so, but eventually you start seeing like fresh signs of horses. You find fresh tracks on the ground, and a little while later you see 3 horses standing like atop another hill, like maybe 200 feet away from you. You know, looking quite anxiously towards you, and quite. They seem to be a little nervous.
Oh dear.
Who found it? Him or me? We went different ways.
Yeah. You went completely different ways, or did you go
so.
like roughly in the same direction still, but just like different means there?
I would think that I went to a completely different, because it wouldn't make any sense for me to join up in the same direction.
Okay. Torm, roll a d20.
All right.
Okay. Niniak found the horses.
Okay. That's a very balanced shot I did. I didn't go too high nor too low.
Did Shump go with Quelana?
Yep.
Okay, so
with.
Then.
Yep.
Do you have any experience handling horses, or soothing them at least? Because my animal handling is limited.
Mice I can handle. Horses, not so much.
You might use acrobatics in order to jump onto the horse.
I can always stealth up to them, but that will still terrify them.
That will probably scare them.
Well, Roberta, you're a walking kitchen. Do you have any carrots with you? I got you
Nice.
muffins, but I don't think they'll approve of that.
I don't have any carrots.
Shame on you. We are hunting horses and you don't have any carrots.
I must have forgot to lift the carrots I was preparing before we left.
That or they vanished into the beard, never to be heard from again.
The leaves of a carrot topple out my beard.
I'll walk calmly and gently towards them, trying to what little I know of. I'm sure I've been riding in a carriage at some point, hearing the carriage driver use those common commands,
Yeah.
Clicking.
clicking and whoa, whoa, and stuff like that. I'm guessing that's fairly uniform, so I'll give that a try.
Yeah. I feel like that's something that all of you would have heard a few times at least.
So I'll just walk towards them calmly and try to get close. Do they have saddles on still, or were they unsaddled?
They were unsettled.
Okay. It's a good thing we have rope now.
Yes.
What are you going to do? Rope them?
No, but it's possible to make a temporary bridle.
Makeshift reins.
Yes. But yeah. First of all, do we even get there to them?
I don't know. Roll animal handling.
Oh joy.
Uh,
Nope. That was
Oh, that's
rolled as
Maniac.
Maniac.
Yep.
It's Maniac.
Maniac is fairly
Maniac is
average.
handling. Wow.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Yeah. The horses consider you nervously as you approach, but they don't move. As you get closer, they seem to relax a little bit.
yeah. If I get close enough to touch, I'll just be stroking their mane and stroking their manes and trying to soothe them to my presence.
Yeah, you have no trouble in soothing them.
The chat wants to see the rolls.
Yep. Well, I must look like an animal to them, considering my goat helmet or coronet. They have accepted me as one of their fellow animals.
Now start grazing.
Yes. No. I'll try to make some makeshift reins them. And
Whoa, sorry. That wasn't purposefully.
is that a
Tiny
euphemism?
bone.
No, I just named it like this because that was what I found.
I'll make. Yeah, I'll just make for all three.
Sure.
Three?
You have plenty of rope, so you can tie the rope around their necks or something, and
make them run in opposite directions.
Yeah, I mean, until we actually find the other two, we just need to ride two and have the last one in tow. So, I call Niniak back and reward him with some muffin, and we can set off towards finding the other two, wherever they may have roamed.
Great.
Well, you know the direction we went.
Yes, and with Chump's sense of direction, it's like south and then straight east.
No, it's basically we went back to the original location, just doing a circle.
They somehow circled back to the town.
and we kind of, both of us are kind of looking at the place. This looks familiar somehow.
You see one of the guards waving at you from one of the watchtowers.
I look at Champ and I tell him, look, another city that looks exactly like the one we left.
Well, look at that. Wow.
Or subjects.
Spam's getting antsy, by the way. Spam is trying to get us to show the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's on the spam.
Spam can just continue along.
I would, well, since we got back to town, I would just put back my shield in my backpack and tell Champ, let's go drink something.
It depends what we're gonna drink. I'm not a big drinker.
I just meant water, but okay.
Oh yeah, I can pour down that water. No problem.
Okay. So you want to enter the town, this mystery
Yes.
town?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like
I mean,
to
what
see
could
what these
possibly
people are
go
like.
wrong?
You walk across the bridge leading in and past the little church to your left side and the farms to your right. And
I will kind of
straight to this
put out.
little town
Yeah.
square. There's a rickety little carriage on the opposite side from you in the square, and there's this strange pit in the middle of the square.
Can I roll history?
In the carriage there's a small dwarf who, as soon as he sees you, places a bottle on the little windowsill.
I say, look, they stole the Nightstone. They have exactly the same place.
Yeah, Glenna, this looks eerily familiar.
Yeah, you're not an idiot, Champ. You would know that this is Nightstone.
Actually,
would
Milena
know.
also knows. She's just playing with Champ.
I feel tricked.
I didn't trick you. I didn't do any magic today.
I think we are lagging behind. If there is no airship in this town, like I don't remember seeing any last time we were here, we should probably get some means of transportation to get back on track.
Actually, I think we should remain here because they know what way we went.
I feel useless right now.
I nod at you and kind of do this minor illusion of, prestidigitation of a wet wipe and hand it to you.
This feels useless right now. I don't know what to do, Glenna. We are... I don't know what to do, Glenna.
Well, we can go shop for some clothes.
I don't want to shop for clothes, Glenna.
And look at you and say, well, I do.
Yeah, you hear a noise coming from the direction of the carriage on the other end of the square.
Mhm.
The
I will
dwarf,
go
the
towards
dwarf goes. "Ugh."
He got back to his noises.
Ugh.
I tell Champ, maybe you can help me communicate with him.
I just did, didn't you hear it? I want to... You know what, Glenna? I'm going to do something useful. I'm going to buy me some darts.
And then I
Alright.
just head back to the trading post.
Okay. The you hear the dwarf go. "Huh."
I would just look at the dwarf, I will look at Champ and kind of point out my hat and then point towards the drink and say, 1 gold.
The dwarf pulls the bottle away from the window and places it as far away from you as possible.
I'm tempted to fog him again, but Well, okay, so
Poor dwarf. Nobody wants to drink his liquor.
Does he only have liquor?
I don't have
Yeah,
enough
it's
gold. That's
just
the thing.
it's just the reddish orange liquid in the bottle that he has.
He doesn't even have
It's-
the ingredients that he used to make the liquor, which
No,
I
no, it's
presume
just
is
it's just
water.
it's just vintage liquor.
I see. That sucks.
All right, so
It's
I will
weird
go
how
off
protected.
to find myself. What color was the hat? Blue.
Yeah.
I will find myself if I can buy a blue robe. I need to be fashionable. Come on.
I mean, there are spools of blue cloth in the trading post.
What do I look like? Like someone that can sew?
Seamstress?
So,
Seamstress? Isn't there a robe? Come on.
No. You know, there is this very fluffy looking bathrobe.
1 second. Can I use mending for mending myself a robe?
No. But, good thought, but no.
What if I rip it a bit and then put it together? Shab. Okay, so I will. How much does it cost for enough material to create
Look, all
robe?
of the goods in the trading post are like you just have to sign it out. It's basically become a stockpile for the entire town. Since
Okay.
there's no trader present and they're still like rebuilding the town, so
I'll fetch like 7 darts and just leave 30 copper on the bench.
7 darts?
7 darts. I have a nice even number of 20. I feel like
I would
Yes.
like to take. I would like to take some clothes, enough for me at least to create myself a robe. Hopefully, in 10 years, I will have one.
sure. Yeah.
And
It's-
because I
it-
don't have
it-
anything, yeah,
It's like
what, sorry?
it's like very rough linen that's being colored a deep blue.
I would like to blink a few times and then just to grab it and do exactly the noise the dwarf does with the minor illusion. And then while I wait, I need also a needle. Is there a needle?
Yeah.
All right, so I
there
take
is
that as
needle
well.
and thread and everything else like that.
Yeah.
there.
So I will start to try and create myself a robe while I'm waiting for them.
Good. So, Kothar and Redden, you return to town eventually with the horses in tow. You are greeted by this very grumpy-looking short dwarf who has come out of his garage and has started like trying to push his liquor on people. He like dismounted the carriage and is now on the other side of the square from his carriage. He like greets you, extends his a bottle towards you, points towards a sign all the way across the square that says 5 gold, and then
I'll
goes
squint. Just like squint really hard and look at it and alcohol?
ah,
Alright. It'll be useful as a spell component, so I'll take a bottle.
you can hear from the trading post like
so you pay 5 gold to him.
Yeah, I drop 5 gold in his hand.
Okay.
how many bottles does he have with him?
You keep it down.
Just the one, but if you want to buy one, he'll get one.
What do I write it up as? A bottle of orange alcohol.
reddish orange alcohol.
You can write it down as Burning Soul liquor. And that's
it burns your
that's
soul.
the vintage of it. It's from 1299.
Oh, fine year.
Yep.
1299 DR, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Day of reckoning is best reckoning.
How much gold do you have?
About 20 left, 17.87. We haven't really been paid well so far. It's charity work. Who would be the most likely person to ask about the old saddles for these horses? The guards keep? Or
one of the guards, probably.
Yeah. Probably one by the gate or near the...
Yeah, you have seen equipment for horses at the blacksmith, at the keep, and there's also the barn or stable that they were held in.
There was nothing in the trading post that I would have seen?
No saddles or anything like that. They're not kept there.
Right.
Well,
Ryan, did you want to buy some liquor? Okay.
He just points at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he read.
Yep. So, yeah, just take 5 gold away from your inventory, and you can mark down a burning soul liquor for yourself as well. Unless you want several, it's all 5 gold.
one will do for me right now.
You drink it
right away.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem if you can't talk right now. Typing.
The suspense.
Typing. Yes. Yes, indeed. So.
It's odd how the demon problem has moved from Faerun to Scotland.
See, this is the demon we were talking about. So someone has shattered the wards.
Hey, get in your bed. I'm going for a pee.
Go for a pee then.
So, right now that you are unmuted,
yes,
you drink it.
Yes.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
You're dead.
I die. Constitution.
Ooh.
12.
Okay. So, you feel this burning heat in your mouth as soon as you drink the liquor, and as it goes down your throat and into your guts, you feel it just like burn all the way down, and not in the good sense. It's almost like a very spicy sensation.
Taco Bell.
Kind of.
It's like someone created a bonfire in your stomach.
Daddy, second person.
You take 1 fire damage.
No, it's legal. That's why I'm going to take this room in the morning. I took
Are you dead?
Kothar is just going to look at him. His reaction doesn't seem to be all that well behaved or well feeling. So I'm just like, it can't be that bad. And I only need a few drops for spell components. So, I'll just take a sip. Not the entire thing, just a sip.
Yeah, you take like just enough for a shot or something, like half a shot.
Yeah.
And you definitely feel the sensation as well. You feel
that is definitely fucked up. That 420 out of 43. Yes.
So you as well, Kothar. You feel the burning sensation in your mouth, and it lingers. It lingers like a very hot chili pepper.
Now I understand why that dwarf doesn't talk.
Do I need a saving throw as well?
Not for just a sip of it.
We're just sipping and
But-
feeling it.
Yep, basically. So, what next?
I'll go get the horses saddled.
Okay, good. So
So I looked to Rohertha and I'm like, we do have the issue that we only have 3 horses and 4 people. I guess, well, I mean, Kolana is fairly lightweight, so we could share. What's that? Did the alcohol burn your tongue too much? Can't you talk? Okay, I'll get back to you later once you've had a bit of time to collect your
yeah,
senses.
but yeah. So at this point, as Kothar heads off to find saddles, go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw. Okay, the burning sensation continues, but you are getting more used to it now. The fire inside you is not quite as bad as it used to be.
I'm guessing that now his speech would be like a dwarf.
Now the fiery passion of his soul.
I like the bottle.
My insides now feel like the hair from the lady in my dream.
Yeah. So, Kothar, you pass by the trading post while
Seeing me
Chump.
saw.
Yeah, yeah. Quelena is inside sewing this large batch of blue fabric together. Shump is
Just ignoring you.
Shump is stuffing
Oh,
some
by the way,
darts into
ask
his
if I
pack.
can actually
Oh,
do it
Ooh.
with my magic hand, mage hand.
Offset!
Jesus fuck!
Thank you. Thank you. We heard all of that.
That
Big
noise
bag.
was almost good enough for the reveal of Iron Brew. Well.
Can I use the mage hand to saw?
Yes, but it's not gonna be any better than you at it.
I don't need any better than me. I'm bad at it, so might as well not cut myself.
Each time you would have pricked your finger, the mage hand instead, since it's doing it, it gets desummoned because it can't take any damage.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
I was just told this.
it keeps
longer.
dissipating into the air.
So you basically see me sitting there and looking at the mage hand, trying to saw it. Yes.
So
Just-
what? Yeah. While this is going on, Kothar, you can go up and at the gatehouse you find saddles and everything else necessary for the horses.
I'm sure he's done that. He's a mercenary veteran after all, and soldier, so he probably knows how to do it.
Maybe.
Yeah, you all reconvene by the trading post with the horses saddled. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
I told you he's dying.
He's just shivering as he's walking, holding his stomach. Just
That sounded like a deliberation one. Like,
100 damage.
no, I'd be fine. I've got 420. I don't know why that showed 420, by the way.
420 out of 43.
Have you done anything to soothe the burning feeling by this point?
Some bread.
Or are you just struggling through it?
Powering through it.
Okay.
Be a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf, yes.
So
It's alcohol.
In
I will
that,
not admit defeat.
yeah, in that case, you take 3 fire damage.
That takes me to 39.
So we should use those battles as weapons.
And
Or some torture device.
Yes. Maybe it can actually torch something.
Oh dear. What's he doing now, I wonder?
He's typing something.
mm-hmm.
You have a stomach ulcer.
Oh, okay. That
Oh dear.
split it up. Okay. Too bad it split it up. That would be a nice keep secret. I'll make that a handout from now on.
That would go into... Claws.
Claw, I guess?
Mm.
Yeah.
It's good that I didn't manage to buy that bottle.
Coulter's got a bottle and had to sip. It's fine.
I mean, it would have been fine if it succeeded.
Yeah, you just don't show off. Don't be a dwarf.
Okay. So
Can't help it.
Roherden is now like, yeah, you can see sweat dripping down his face. Like, clearly in pain and gasping for air, but he's struggling through it. Like a good dwarf. The horses are saddled. You're ready to leave whenever.
I would like to take some time to cast something.
Okay.
Specifically, Find Steed.
Sure.
Which is a 10-minute casting.
Yeah, as a ritual, yeah. I think.
Yes.
So, yeah.
No, I think it's 10 minutes regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just 10 minutes casting.
Okay. So, while you're struggling through the horrific fire burning inside you, you also like struggle through the casting of your spell, and eventually, when you finish, you see this this shimmering in the air in front of you, as you see a very light shape of your mount come to form. Then you see these flower petals like emerge from nowhere and rain down and obscure the shape for just a mere moment before a Kirin stands in front of you.
Woo.
And I don't notice any of this because I'm still busy with my sewing. Because this town doesn't have one blue robe. Come on.
It's a small town.
It's a very expensive color.
I wanted to pay for it, but since they didn't do that, then I won't.
Yes.
The time it would take him to do that is probably what I needed to finish the full saddling all 3 horses anyways.
Probably, yeah. So you're all ready to go?
I just look at him with this whole new thing and... Well, I don't need to share a horse with Quilana, I guess. Are you sure that's safe to ride? What even is that? Where did you find it?
And why did you find it?
Was that in your beard this entire time?
It might
Is that
have
the
been.
mouse?
Mouse pokes its head out. It's not the mouse.
Oh. Okay, so it glows in the dark.
Hey, I think I have some.
If that scorches your inside, then yeah, sure.
All right. So
Prolonged exposure.
unless someone will actually get me to move, I will be focused on my robe. I don't notice any of this. I mean, you all are talking, and I'm busy looking at my robe being sewed by this magical hat.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing you would be like concentrating from a distance, telling it what to do, almost mimicking. It's like full concentration.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're seeing me like sitting there and looking at it. Come on. Mama needs the new set of robes. So yeah, I'm just sitting there, enjoying my robe being sewn for me.
Do I want to take the risk with this bottle?
But I was thinking you would finish that sentence with, do I want to take the risk of distracting Quelena?
Do we have to?
I mean, you
Oh,
could leave Quelena there.
No, once everything's done and I've had the greeting with the Kirin and like, what the shit is that? And then I'll head over to Quelena like, what are you doing? We don't have time for this.
I'm
Question.
just about to finish.
Quick question.
A few years, but okay, let's go.
Question. Yes.
Yes.
Would a disguise kit help me make Quilana's robe quicker than Quilana's taking?
Probably. It would definitely be better than just what she's doing.
What he wants to take my clothes.
There's no like seamstresses supplies or anything, so I think yeah, you would probably have a better chance at doing it, at least.
I'm gonna walk up to Quilana and tap her on the shoulder and say, "Would you like some assistance?
Yes,
I have
please.
I have some practice with sewing."
I don't.
Now that this
Take
potion
it.
was identified, by the way,
I described to him
Is it-
how I want the rope.
like identified, or is this?
Yeah. Drinking it identifies itself.
Well, seeing as how those two are going to get at that thing, Coulter's like, I might as well take up drinking now with this group. Shump, go get yourself a bottle. We'll drink while they're working.
Yay, I shall have a rope.
But I normally don't drink. But
Well,
seeing that is a potion, would that count as a loophole?
well, if nothing else, you'll have a new experience.
I will get a bottle, and we will have a fun time.
Yes.
Sure of it.
How
And
long
I'll
would it
also
take us
get
to
a bottle.
actually-
How long would it take me to actually make this?
It'll if you want to make a robe out of it, it's not going to be quite as much work, but it'll still take you like hours to finish.
Can I
Can
do
do
it
it
whilst riding?
You can certainly try. You can basically spend the entire ride over making it, and it'll be finished by the time you get there.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to control the mount, so he'll at least
Yeah.
have
Yeah, it's
some help.
telepathic. Just like everyone's just looking at me riding the mountain sewing.
Yeah.
I would like to, after he suggests it, I kind of take out this bronze ring with the beetle writing on it, and I will cast light upon it and give it to him as a present. As a thank you.
Glowing bronze ring.
Do you take
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
A bronze ring with the writing Bedo.
Great. Shump, you wanna take a swig?
Yeah, sure. What harm could it do?
So both Kothar and Shump are drinking.
Yes.
Okay.
Bottoms up.
So
We'll need
have you.
as you're riding out of Nightstone, both of you uncork the bottles and
Give a
drink up.
cheer.
drink up your
I
whole.
guess what they say is bottles up.
Both of you make Constitution saving throws.
Since I had a minor taste of it, can I get a bit of help? Or I acclimatize myself?
No,
This is,
there's no acclimatization to this burning.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh, okay. So,
I don't see why I didn't start drinking earlier. Because
so Kothar, you take 4 fire damage.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Shump, you feel the burning heat flow through you, and like it kicks like a mule, but you manage to swallow it down. Kothar is like gasping for air.
You can see that Shump has that. He thinks that it's the food of Rohirthan.
Okay,
Truly
so
has a lead belly, though.
Yeah, so you ride out, start your journey towards the watchtower. As you
Do I need
travel,
more?
you still feel the burning inside. You make both of you make Constitution saving throws.
Wasn't cold. I was just riding, clutching his stomach. Just...
That's good. That's not so good.
But the initial saving throw was awesome.
Okay, so Shump, take 4 fire damage. Kothar, you get over the initial burning of it quite nicely. Shump, however, it gets worse by the minute.
what the hell did you have me drink, Kothar?
It really sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can feel it burning.
I look over at them and like, it's good, eh?
Okay. So
Continue sewing.
do either of you do anything to lessen the burning sensation?
I call upon my ancestors in my inner mind and just clutch my fists.
Okay.
I mean, would that not defeat the purpose of it? It's an endurance test, isn't it? Part of the lore.
You can always try and lessen the impact of it if you'd like.
No, the only way I could potentially is
I can help you.
Kothar
Chill touch.
takes up the marble of
No, I have
dust of
resistance.
dryness water. He just looks at it and just contemplates it really, really hard. No.
Yes.
Well, I could
I'll
cast on you
take,
resistance.
Yeah, I'll take a swig of water as well.
Okay. Good. So as soon as you take a swig of water, you feel the water extinguish some of the sensation almost instantly. So, unlike your first thought might be that water would make it worse, it appears to make it much better. You continue to travel. Both of you make another Constitution saving throw.
I do forward the tip that maybe some water will also help poor Shump.
Well, Shump is apparently very resistant.
No.
Ah, okay.
So now Kothar will be burning.
Okay. So
He's using now an handout.
Yeah. I don't know why at this point, but oh well.
We
Just
won't know what
scroll up.
happened.
Just scroll up and copy and paste.
So, then I also need to make a second one.
Oh, but
First of
by the
all-
way, sorry.
First of all, Kothar, you take 1 fire damage.
And you're dead.
I'll be fine.
Well, for once, he actually crit failed.
Yeah.
Let's see, then...
But he only crit fails in the small rolls.
No, we've taken maximum fire damage from that for quite a few rolls now. I think it was Herthen was the only one that took minor damage initially. And then from then on, it's just been max.
1, 3.
There you go. You should have a handout in front of you now. All of
The
you.
one that
Oh.
you saw earlier, now you can see it as a handout.
Yes.
You don't know what it says. Read it carefully because it wasn't showing up earlier.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's one I made earlier.
it
And
seems I am not.
there is a little bit more to it than just the flaw, but
I am not worthy of the Umorok.
it appears not. The burning is just too much for you to handle. Your body rejects the heat and it appears to continue lingering on
Oh dear.
into the future. But at the end of your about half a day of riding, you arrive at the watchtower. This time harpy-free.
Yay! And we rejoice and eat our followers. Oh wait, that's from the Holy Grail. So the
As we
watchtower.
arrive, I'll be handing Kolana the robe.
Yay! I will switch my robes with that one.
Just
Okay.
on the horse. Strip.
I don't care. I've been traveling with you for days. I mean, come on. Do you think I never?
I don't think it would have been the
Considering,
first time that we've seen you naked.
No. Considering you
Are
said
you
you'd slept with
suggesting-
all of our characters.
Well, slept. I didn't say that she did more than sleeping.
I have dark vision.
Me too.
Me too.
Okay.
I
So-
might be the only one that knows everyone as well.
Yeah.
Intimate knowledge. Before we go in, Kothar would like to just take his water skin, squeeze it a bit, and use shape water to kind of move the water up and down his throat.
Just to cleanse it, rinse it
Yes.
all out.
Just like.
Yeah. So while Quelena is stripping down for this new robe, and Kothar is doing a magical rinse of his insides. Jump and Roheden, you notice 3 figures standing by the burnt down trees atop the little cliff.
Droids.
Bananas.
They are
Wait.
they are dressed in leather armor and fine green tinted clothing underneath. All of them are wielding a bow, very fine bows indeed, and you can see they are all wood elves.
I would like to say again, droids.
Wielding as in pointing them at us, or wielding as in just holding?
Holding them.
Okay.
Asking them to raise it towards you.
Greetings.
See the quality.
We are looking for something.
What are we looking for? We went for the
So I can
tombs,
see
right?
Shump like looking at them.
I don't think
We are looking
anyone
for
really
something.
knows. But yeah.
Was it tombs?
I
It was
believe you're
tombs.
moving back into the crypt that you already found in order to find portals into other tombs, I think.
To see if
So-
we can access other tombs at least.
Yes, the elves look at one another and then wave down to you, Shump. Hello there.
Hello,
What are you-
indeed.
What are you looking
What?
for?
Well, sites that corpses are buried in. I'm not sure how to address you as a race, if you are eloquent like me, or if you prefer to be spoken to in another fashion. Please feel free to jump in at any point. We need your assistance. Maybe we just gotta get back into the tomb, basically.
Did I finish dressing up by now?
Yeah.
Since I noticed it's wood elves, I would just like and look the other way.
Okay. The elves respond to you, Shump. Well, there are no graveyards in these parts.
Nothing at all. Like an indentation in the ground. Maybe a doorway leading downwards. There's nothing here.
Don't believe so. There's some more ruined buildings further east, but they're old farmhouses. That's about it.
I turn to the group and just,
What the hell, guys? We've been going about this trip for a long time. Where was the
No,
entrance?
We know where we're going.
I have totally forgot where we are.
You're back at the
We're
watchtower.
literally outside the tower.
Yeah, you're back at the watchtower
How
with the
did
big
they
spider.
not know about the tomb?
We are literally
We'll just,
about 60 feet from it.
could you kind of just stand there and just keep a lookout while we do go about our business, maybe?
I try not to fall off my carriage.
I would like to, to just point out. He just asked, "Where's the entrance to the place?" And we're just right beside it.
It has been
Can
days.
you see an opening here?
How did they not know where the tomb is? If they live here, right? Or are
No,
they
they
just
probably
scouts
just see
passing
it.
by?
They probably just see it as a watchtower.
The elves just like shrug and then look at the watchtower. We actually just came by to see. There hasn't been any harpy activity around these parts
Harpies.
in
Harpies?
a couple of days. Actually, we just wanted to make sure that if they had moved on or someone had cleared this place.
If
sure
someone
have moved
was
on.
have to clear this place, would there be any sense of reward from your side to that acting party? There still is some blood on my
don't-
Kopesh if you want to see proof.
Oh, they've definitely
I
moved
don't.
on.
I don't suppose there's much in the way of reward unless you want to stake a claim to the tower itself.
I turn to
It's-
the other
It's
guys.
I mean, headquarters.
Yeah, for us, it's just good that the harpy problem is taken care of.
How about the spider problem?
Spiders?
Yeah, nothing. Disregard that last remark. The harpies are gone, and we will take care of any other problems in the area.
So you're saying that you took care of the harpies?
Oh, in quite a stylish fashion too, actually. There was some
You might-
backflipping, and there was some gorging, and there was a lot of cool stunts, but they died.
Huh, interesting.
May I just point out something to you, Shump? Not in character.
Yeah.
Elves might actually like the harpies.
Oh Lord, no! They was there to see if there was any harpy activity so that you can slay them.
Yes, but they said about moved on. So
Do you like harpies?
I killed them. Now, do you like them?
No, not particularly.
Me neither.
They haven't been bothering ourselves, so
And now they never will.
well, clearly, if what you say is true.
Are you calling me a liar, Mr. Elf?
I would like to do a minor illusion of a spider right atop Shump's head.
You'll just kind of.
Actually, it doesn't have any. You don't feel it because it's an illusion.
Shump would point to his Kopesh and just.
This is harpy blood. If you can ascertain that, like if you can see that it is harpy blood, you will know me not to be a liar.
How big of a spider is it?
Not that big. 3. Oh.
Just big enough to cover his like a hat on top of his head.
Okay. So, a pretty big ass spider.
Yeah, and black
So-
with red eyes.
We're
Great.
talking like head
So-
crab size.
While Shump is showing the Kopesh, all 3 elves draw their bows at the same time.
I will reach for my other Kopesh. Like, Shump is standing like this, and then when he sees they are drawing bows, to just.
Stay
I will
still.
get out
There's a
the
spider
spider-
spawn on your head.
Is there any trees above Shump?
No, not above.
Cool. So he would kind of notice that if there was a huge spider, he would have felt it crawling up his body.
Do
You
the rest
just
of
like
us
this.
notice it?
There's a spider? Colena, what have I been telling you about these illusions? You have to stop meddling in these affairs.
To be honest, by the way, when I reach level 11, I can make it feel real.
I'm not
Oh
willing for
my.
that, Colena.
But yeah, I will cancel out the illusion.
So the elves all remove the arrows from their bows, and then let the strings loose, and stand at ease at the top of the cliff, and still watching down at you.
Elves, be aware of goblins appearing from nowhere. They
I
could
will-
be-
Yeah, goblins usually do that. They always try.
I
No,
would
I-
like to do I would like to do a minor illusion to Rohirthan's ear of Shump's voice, saying, "These are the elves that he has mentioned from Thornwood."
These are the elves that he has mentioned from Thornwood.
Exactly, and it will be a whisper.
This is a whisper.
I know. Now I'm just saying to Rohirthan. You just hear it in your ear.
The elves suddenly stop, and all of them stare at Rohirthan. Or actually, not the Rohirthan, but his
Or
mount.
Yes.
The elves whisper amongst each other for just a brief second, and then basically like hop off the cliff and slide down very
Elegantly.
yeah. They're like Legolas riding the shield, except there's no shield. They're just like surfing down the hill, and then rush immediately to Rohirthan and his mount.
They want to eat your mount. Run away!
I'll back the mount up slightly and jump off and put myself between me and the mount.
Okay, so the elves stop, but they're like looking over your head at the mount.
I'm kind of short, so.
Yeah, so they're like almost ignoring you. They are giving you some space, so they're not like rushing over you. they have come to a stop, but they are all like staring at your mount. They are speaking in Elven to one another, wondering if it's a real Kirin, and basically saying that this is a good omen.
Since I don't know Elvish, I have no fucking clue what they're saying anyway. I just see some elves talking Elvish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to Quilana and Kothar, like, do you know what they're saying?
I will say they're thinking about whether it's a real animal what you've brought here.
They seem very impressed with your steed, whatever it is.
And I kind of say it with this haughty tone, like these commoners.
Yeah, almost like it's disgusting to translate this brand of Elven.
Yeah,
just their
exactly.
widows.
Like...
Yeah. One of the elves stops after hearing the translation and then turns to Roherthan and speaks in common. No. This is a Kirin, isn't it? It is a good omen. You should be very proud of one accepting you as its rider. They're very rare creatures, celestial creatures. They say that they often come to the material plane to bring good tidings. This is an honor. This is such an honor.
I would know it was a Kirin, I'm assuming, as well, prior to this.
Well, to you, it's probably not a Kirin, but something that looks like a Kirin, because you know what it looked like before it transformed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you know that this is not a real Kirin. But I would assume that you...
know the form.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah. I mean, you have had religious studies, so you would definitely have heard of Kirin. And there are several deities that are pictured often with Kirin as their chosen mounts.
Yeah. I will say to the elves, yes, she is quite beautiful. A blessing from my goddess.
I've never seen such a strange coloration.
We have colored their hair.
I have always heard them being golden.
I would like to do a minor illusion of this golden hue above it.
Sure. It's like a rough tint.
Yeah.
Just applied on
something
top.
rough. I mean, these are commoners. For my character, these are commoners. I will just throw something very coarse.
Yeah. They all immediately pick up on the sun changing color.
Please tell me they spin and look at Quilana.
No, but they look at one another, just confirming that all of them are seeing the sun changing color at the same time. And then shake their heads.
I would like to ask the elves. You said it is a good omen. Which deity do you worship?
Well. I personally worship Corellon Lorethian. I think that's how it's pronounced. Yes, Corellon Lorethian.
Is that the Elven word for Mairiki?
No. Corellon Lorethian is the creator of the elves. He's like the head of the Elven pantheon.
Would any of you perchance be followers of Mairiki?
They look at one another quickly and then shake their heads. No. No, can't say any of us are.
A pity. Well, as fascinating as you lot are, we have business we must do. And
I will kind of roll my
Carthar,
eyes and get off my horse.
Sure.
get off your high horse.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, of course, if you have something to do, then by all means. We are
Yes.
still chasing down these sites of things in the clouds.
The airships. We saw one moving north.
That seems to be a very common sight indeed, then. I've seen
Yes.
two now heading north as well. They appear to be heading into the mountains somewhere.
Since when?
How
Oh, actually,
big-
no, I'm not talking to them.
how big is that mountain range north of us?
Oh, it is quite massive. And there are a few places where there is life. There is an orc tribe that has recently descended from the mountains down to the hills. If you manage to talk to them, then you would probably be able to get a better sense of what lies in the mountains themselves. We rarely go up there.
Do you have maps of the mountains, or no generally the terrain?
We know that there are paths that run up there. They always lead to one place or another, whether that's a small town or a tribe of whatever lies there, or mines. But we don't usually go up to the Clone Mountains.
Hypothetically speaking, where would be a fitting or large enough area to have, say, a fleet of those ships? I'm guessing they would need to anchor after all.
The elf thinks for a moment, and then they whisper between one another when one of them suddenly blurts something out, and they seem to argue for a moment between them, and then the two others sigh, and the third one who first said it steps up and goes, there is a Tinker's Tower there. It lies in a valley. I was once taken there as a very, very young child.
Do you know its approximate location on the map?
I can guess on a map, but you would have to find someone who knows the mountains better. I was young when I was there.
Well,
I know that
it's
it
just,
is perhaps 3 days from the edge of Thornwood up into the mountains.
Well, it's merely hypothetical, but it would be interesting to see. Could you mark it for me?
Yes, of course.
We'll need to see if we can find a guide later on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the elf thinks back and tries to do some mental arithmetic to figure out the rough distance of what 3 days of travel would be, and tries to remember what kind of direction they were going this whole time, and eventually he marks a cross. Let's see. Yeah. He marks a cross just around here.
Excellent. Before we or before I move on at least, if you do happen to come across some devout worshippers of Myeliki, you might want to inform them that this watchtower has a altar in need of some repair in this particular watchtower. Though I would tread carefully if you decide to send them down there or go down yourself.
That is good to know. I know that there is a cleric staying with us currently. We shall tell her.
Excellent. The statue looked like it was mainly eroded, so some stone shaping or similar ability would be useful. With that said, though, I'll be off. And Kodor will just ride towards the entrance.
Well, fair tidings to you. The
blessings of the Morning Lord.
The elves withdraw northward.
I'll say bye to them as well and start walking towards the tower with the mount in tow.
As they start riding out, by the way, I will just whisper to myself like commoners in Elven.
Sure. Okay.
And okay, that's it for me. Oh, since we're going in, I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
How big is the door?
The door?
Huge!
The main door into the watchtower?
And how big are the hallways?
Don't remember this shit anymore? The door is...
I'm quite small, so...
Yeah.
It's more for something else.
The Kirin.
The Kirin, specifically.
There will be sections, at least, where it won't fit.
Yeah.
Especially the part where we have to squeeze through for the
yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah.
I think we should leave the mount up here.
That's what I'm thinking. It's 1 mile. Double check. I should really pull this up. Someone else.
You could ride the mouse.
No.
What's this?
Yeah. 1 mile.
I'm interested as to see why we can see everything.
Because I put everything on view for you.
It's a beautiful place.
So you can see the whole extent of it. You already went through everything, so...
Yeah, already here it should be able to squeeze through, but this might be an issue already because it was tight fit.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it outside with the other horses.
Yeah. As soon as you move inside, you hear the familiar whooshing sound of something spinning in the distance.
Kothar.
Yes.
If you use your fastest movement, can't you cross the whole thing?
I can certainly rush ahead, yes.
Quite likely, yeah.
Would you want
Is there any way for us to reverse the portal thing?
No, the question is more in order for if you can actually check. I mean, you could actually outrun whatever is danger in here, probably.
But he could also run to the end, and if he could reverse the portal, he could kind of reach out and just pull us in.
How would he reverse the portal?
Well, we couldn't see it from the outside. He could see us from the inside. He could lean out through the portal. If we can see him through the portal when he does that, he could kind of grab us and take us back.
Here's a question for you, though. How would we know if it fails?
We would have to wait and set a time frame. If it goes above 30 minutes, accounting to his speed, he's dead. We should warn him.
I think that's a bad idea.
And in the event that I'm not alone down here?
Yeah, that's
You
what I
should
said. I
shout
think that's a
very
bad
high.
idea.
Shout very
Large
loudly.
spider are the key words that come to mind when re-entering this place.
Yeah, the spider has been in my mind too for a long time now.
And
Yeah,
my
we
wife
really
doesn't
need
want
it
to
as a
enter.
steed.
So what's the game plan?
imagine the potential
We
of
should just
climbing it.
get down there as fast as possible. I'm
Yeah.
anxious to see those locks broken.
Quickly, but efficiently.
Yeah, efficiently. Okay, there's a difference.
Can I see the map again? I think there was one place I wanted to check out on the way down. That's where the cages were. That's the that.
You
That goes
explored
back
everything.
upstairs. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I want to drop by here and pick up another Dust of Dryness amount.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. No problem. You use another pinch of your Dust of Dryness and collect some water from the aquifer beneath the tower.
We are going to empty their water.
And
Then,
yeah, except that the stream continues to refill it constantly.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
It's totally like Minecraft.
Might
Wide.
yeah. You just need 2 origin points for water and it'll constantly fill in automatically. Infinitely. So, then you descend down into the tomb itself.
Yep.
Carefully and watching over us.
I have my glaive at the ready.
Okay.
I
The
would
bishop
like
is
not
ready.
to be the last one. I mean, third is fine, not the last one.
Sure. I mean, where do you want to go? Do you want to just explore around?
Is there
um,
any
Or is there a target for you?
the tomb room?
Yes.
just before the main tomb room where we caught a glimpse of the spider. The room after the one that I incinerated.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Can take it from there.
Me and Worthen is in front and back, and the squishy one's in between.
Safest.
Okay. I shall transport you here.
By the power of editing.
By the power of Grayskull.
You have the power. So this is where we spotted the spider beneath, at least. But it presumably...
Here are the traps. Did we actually cancel out the trap?
Yes, I believe we did.
Yes. I used a scroll I had actually intended to read. But... I forget to wait for me. Was it in with it there, or was it down here? This was just a storage room, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There was some stairs in the end of here, I think.
Nope.
Yes. The continuation is down this path.
I'd like to.
Oh, yes. Of course.
I'd like to mimic Kolana's trick, and what have I got that I can drop down in here? Oh, I got an extra spare set of bone dice. I'll just use a light cantrip on that and drop it into to see if I see the spider again.
Okay.
What color?
Green.
Green.
Green die. You drop it down. You hear it clack off the walls as it falls. You see nothing below. Just
But what are the rolls when they land?
snake eyes. Kothar, as you walk over the floor there, you hear this slight squishing sound from beneath the floor.
I am very concerned about what's down there.
Right here.
Yes. I'm very glad that I have sealed it.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do a light spell on one of my many bones and throw it sorry. This. Oh, come on. didn't move. This, like here, to just have like when we're looking from afar to just see if something approaches us.
You just leave it there.
What? Sorry.
Just
I will
so
just
you mean
leave it
just
there.
leaving it? Yeah.
To allow
Okay.
it for us to see it there.
I feel like
Okay.
this is the wrong way.
It's not.
Where's Shump?
Shump is not coming with us.
Shump is standing in the corner, like, oh, there's spiders.
Is this the point where I say roll initiative?
For whom?
No, not really. What's the light radius? spell? Jeez. That is
2020.
loud.
Or 40-20 rather for...
Yep.
And
Yeah,
I would remove one
okay, okay.
bone.
In a place that like right here for you.
I will just remove one bone from my inventory.
Jump, you come to a scene of some
Can I shimmy?
familiarity.
Not sure where we're supposed to go from here.
I think it was up here.
I don't know. You guys.
No, it was down. It was down.
No, it's not down. Down is a dead end.
Could I shout and see if they can hear me?
You can try.
Or should I just turn around and fetch them?
You can try.
People, are you there?
You can hear Shump's voice echoing off the walls. It's like this disorienting noise. You're not quite sure where it's coming from. Shump, you see directly ahead of you this statue of a dwarf smiling at you.
That fucking dwarf.
I found the piss bears. I know where I am now.
I'll try to shout something else if they could hear the echo.
Shump, as you stand there looking around, you see something.
No.
North of north.
Okay,
It moves.
what do I see?
It moves directly to the doorway
for
from
fuck's sake.
the direction of the bridge, and you hear this loud skittering noise as its mandibles
I can
clamp
see the
together.
fucker.
No,
And-
it's
and it
just
tries-
it's just a small creature. Just ignore it.
And
It's a bunny.
its massive legs reach into the hallway as it tries to squeeze in, and then is forced to withdraw.
Spider.
That will make Kothar double time it.
I'll run as
Hold
well.
on. There you go.
North of the great, for fuck's sake, guys. It's north of the great.
Alright, everyone's here to die? Cool.
What the
They are
hell
down.
took you so long?
What? Are you afraid of spiders?
Well, at least I found the spiders. Where were you guys?
Checking
Sightseeing.
out
Going
something
back to
else?
tombs.
Can we
Sightseeing.
shimmy here? Just go like around the corner?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
see
just
any,
move around the corner.
I don't see any spider though. What are you?
I
you
know
paranoid?
what I saw, Kothar. I know what I saw.
Well, it's awfully dark down here. You could have imagined
It was there, Kothar. I know what I saw.
Are you sure? And this looks completely safe. There's nothing out here.
Stop, Kothar. Stop. Kothar.
What?
I'll follow behind next to Kothar.
How tall is the ceiling where I'm standing, by the way?
The spider tried to get in through
it
the
reaches
entrance
all
where
the
you
way
stand.
into the darkness. There's
Okay, so I'll grab
Can't
my
see.
shield and hop onto it and fly up 30 feet.
Okay, sure.
And
So
then I'll
basically-
fly over them.
We figured that I had the strength. Hello. We figured that I had the strength to just jump over these gaps, right?
First one.
Yeah.
At least. Second one, too.
So
Yeah,
there
you
got the
have
strength
been
to
a
jump over.
couple of
Fucking hell.
changes from the last time when you were here.
Yeah, you don't say.
What are these webs?
They
They
are
are
called
webs.
spider webs.
I wonder why they're called spider webs. Is it because a spider makes them?
They stretch across the bridge structures, forming this quite thick weave between them.
Is it still possible to jump over?
Yep. You'll probably be landing into the spiderweb though. So, you know.
Okay, so
Why
I
don't-
Would
jumped.
you say
What
that
do I do
it's...
now?
So why don't you make an acrobatics check? Okay.
Nope. But that
Cool.
is gonna happen on the next one too.
Not the next one. This is where the webbing is thickest. So you managed to roll basically just over the web.
I'll just kind of fly next to them and kind of tap my foot as they kind of take their time to jump over things.
You know,
You're lazy, Glenna.
I mean,
True.
I realized I had some bad experience with the previous time I wanted to clear out some spider webs, but I mean, this is an open area. It should be fine if I set this ablaze, right?
Isn't the bridge made of wood?
Could I jump over the last one before you try that, please?
I don't
Do you
know.
want any acrobatics checks from the start of the landing on that one, Tio?
No, you can clear it.
Cool. You feel free to set it ablaze.
Good.
Spider's
wouldn't-
probably just
Excellent.
I
waiting
mean,
here.
the bridge is made of wood. You're going to burn your only way to cross.
Yep. At this point, roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, Roherden, if you would be so kind to lend me a bit of healing. Just a smidgen. A tiny bit.
That was. Oh, okay. No, I was about to say shitty initiative all over, but
Yeah.
I don't.
I'll
There you go.
use Cure Wounds on Kothar, the one from the tattoo thing.
You can do that on your turn.
Okay.
So, surprise round. Use this massive spider skitters as it lowers from directly above the doorway you used to cross out onto the bridge.
I told you I saw a spider.
It descends onto the bridge right behind you, Kothar and Roherden,
That's
and
no spider.
stands-
That's a horse.
and stands there, its mandibles shutting and clicking as it stares you down.
That was beautiful.
That's great. And one of its feet. Hold on. What's the distance from there? Yeah. One of its feet reaches out and tries to basically poke at Roherden.
Just wants to poke you.
Why is it trying to poke me? 19. Ow.
Nyah. Spider,
Ignore it.
spider, spider.
Just ow.
There you go. Kolana, your turn.
Do I hear all
you
of them?
hear some strange noises and the echoes of a sort of skittering noise, but nothing.
But I'm guessing with the
serious.
impact on Mr. Obsid, it's something akin to Wilhelm.
It depends if. Yes, probably. How fast is my shield flying?
Just make sure to track how much flight time you have on it.
Yeah. Though, how much is the distance? I mean, the distance of the shield.
It moves at your regular walking speed, 30 feet.
Okay.
Then.
I just look over my shoulder. Hey, that's an out hole.
All right. That is okay. I can dash then.
Carry
Five.
us. Carry us.
All right. That is my turn.
Okay. Kothar.
Well, since we hear some skittering, we better turn around and holy shit, there's a spider. How big is its mouth?
How big is its mouth?
Yes.
The mouth itself is actually fairly small, about the size of your head.
Plus size vagina.
That's awfully convenient. Size of my head, huh?
Yeah, it's more the mandibles that are like big and look like they're perfect for crushing food to fit that small hole.
Just a question to you. How many rounds approximately have I used it now?
What, the
I
shield?
mean, to cross the divide. Approximately, so I can just write it down.
Probably 3, I guess.
3? Okay.
Seem to be zipping around a lot with it, so yeah.
Yeah. I'm just removing the seconds and to get to the...
Yep.
All right.
So,
Well,
Kothar.
I'm wondering if I can, since I'm this close, can I run up to it and stick a marble of that dust of dryness in its mouth?
You can try. You can also try to throw it into its mouth if you rather.
I'm guessing that would be far more difficult.
Yeah. It would be more difficult than sticking it in there, but also you wouldn't have to get close to it.
Getting close to it is fine. Yeah, screw it. I'll do that. That's 10 feet. Oh. What do you want to roll for that? Just into its mouth and dropping it.
Make an attack roll.
Just use this stuff.
17 hits. So yeah, you're able to slam it in there.
Does it take my action, or is it?
Hold that thought.
I'm holding on for dear life.
Here's the real question. You have to crush it.
I have a backup for that.
We have a plan for that. Okay.
Yep. That's why I'm asking if it's my action or not. If nothing else, you'll have to give it an uppercut.
Is there a way to add a +1 when I'm rolling a spell because of my worm staff?
Yep. Go to the cogwheel. You have the bonuses and penalties.
In the spell?
The cogwheel. You have the bonuses and
Or
penalties.
character.
All the way at the top, you have core, character, all. You have a cogwheel for settings. Top left corner.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Just under your name. And then you have global bonuses and penalties, just spell casting. I'm guessing it's to your attack roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, just change the 0 attack to 1.
To 1. It's spellcasting, yes. Okay. Very good.
What is your health like, Chris?
Mine?
Unless I get a heal, I'll live.
Can you hear me? Like, I can see you because of Torm's light. And you could possibly hear me too, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
Be able to hear you.
Speaking is a free action anyways. 6 seconds though.
Oh, that will be quite enough.
I'm
I'm a bit a ways away from you, I guess. So there's a limited of things I could do.
Well, if this is pulled off, assuming it works, we'll see.
Sorry about that. So,
Yes.
You
I have held the
slam
thought.
you slam the bead into the spider's mouth.
Is it a bonus action or what? Free action?
It will be your attack, essentially. With an improvised weapon, although the damage will be much more massive. Roll a percentage dice, so 1d100. Okay. So you slam the bead into the creature's mouth, and it like tries to chomp your hand off and cracks the bead and breaks it, unleashing the entire pressure of the water as it suddenly expands. Why don't you make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, come on. There.
Okay, good. So you managed to tumble to the side just in time as this water suddenly like sprouts out of its mouth, and then as its entire head shatters from the pressure of the water, this water gushes towards you. You basically just managed to avoid the brunt of the force that might have toppled you over the side, and you managed to avoid the legs of this giant spider as they flail in agony and like desire to hurt you before the spider topples over the side.
Okay.
And falls off.
Yes. It like slowly starts going over and then topples over and into the darkness, doing flips.
An orb of dryness, water removed.
Holy crap.
So
I'll tell you,
Kothar
that
just stands there and looks at his hand and like, well, Anna, could I have a wet wipe?
Do you guys need help?
So what's the deal with the rest of you guys, huh?
I'm just wondering, what hit points, like, how many hit points did that spider have?
Does it really matter now?
It doesn't really
0?
matter when it's that sheer amount of water suddenly exploding out of this little marble-sized object.
So this is a tactic we could use on pretty high-level stuff.
I mean, the sheer water pressure of that would be huge.
Nice.
There was not much that could withstand that.
I'm just glad it worked.
All right.
Rolls.
Because
Praise the rolls.
So the plus side now is that there is a bridge of spider webs going across that you can use.
can we
Before
trust
we
spiderweb?
Yeah, you can walk over it if you'd like.
Before you cross, I'm gonna heal you and myself.
Thank you.
I
I guess
Cure.
I deserve
use
that.
standard cure wounds on both myself and Kothar.
Yeah.
Spell level 1. First one, Kothar.
Oops, that was a bit too much.
Second one for me.
And then
How is everyone's health
Good.
now?
Mine is full.
I'm
I think
3.
uh,
I'm
no, I'll
pretty much
I'm
through.
full. Or,
Kothar, you were pretty much full.
no, I'm full. He's
I'm
Yeah.
3 short, but
had some minor internal scratches, but those weren't visible, let's just say. But yes. So the spider's dead. I'll test its webs and see if they look safe enough to pass. Then
Yeah.
walk over.
They're a little wobbly and they like stretch underfoot a little bit, but you manage to cross. It's considered
obviously.
like tough terrain, so it takes a little bit longer, but you can cross safely.
Very well.
I'll follow suit and follow Kothar.
Yep. Once you get to the sarcophagus room, what's the next plan?
All right, good question. Let's see if Cortana had a plan.
I didn't, but I will now formulate one.
And the goat door should be open now. So let me just
How did you open the
fix
goat
that
door?
for you.
Well, I just had the crown on my head, and I stepped in front of the door. I'll
What
try
is
that
top-
now.
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
stopping us from crossing,
There-
actually? There's an actual door?
Yes.
Yeah, they're metal grates that seem to be unmovable, except for like feats of massive strength or magic. Kothar, as you did before, you do the same now. You walk to the door, and nothing happens.
I'm strong.
Yeah, you also tried the last time.
Well, I mean, I can get to the other side of the door. That's no problem. But you said these chains that I thought were a half length of hanging chain, it actually goes through the.
Yeah,
From the top.
it's like diagonal to the ceiling. So it is attached to the top of the grate and into the ceiling.
Kothar, are these chains magical?
I can find out in 10 minutes.
No. You would know from your previous venture down here that they are not magical, just extremely tough.
Well, I have this crazy idea.
Involving heat and dwarf urine?
Well, probably. I can't actually do it myself, but you could. I mean, you have fire spells.
Who, me?
No,
Kothar.
Kothar.
What do you want me to do?
Well, the chains aren't magical, so enough heat should get them to break. The suspense should, with enough heat, it should just expand and just allow it to break.
And what good will that do?
If the
Well-
doors go up,
Yes. You break the chain, the door just pops.
The door is a metal grate that goes down with a chain leading up to the ceiling above it.
Yes, and if
Pull
you
it up.
break the
Meaning
chain,
it's
With
supposed
the breakage
to be
of chain, we have to lift the door and not rely on some pulley mechanism thingy.
yes. For now, it's locked. The pulley is locking it into place. Breaking
we need to
it.
find the pulley,
No,
so we don't have to lift the door.
I think we might need a sketchpad here to fully understand the design of this, because we have some very different ideas about what will
Yes.
occur here.
Okay, let's go over here. So, remove your previous drawing, as glorious as it may be.
But it's our plan.
But
Yes.
Pink plan is best plan.
Okay, so everyone draw at the same time. Yes, so essentially in front of you is a metal grate. At the top edge, it connects into the ceiling by a chain. There we go. There's
And
the
breaking
ceiling.
that chain will.
Basically,
That
render
chain
the
is
door
supposed
loose.
to
But
lift.
yeah, exactly. We need to find the pulley system above the chain. If we break the chain, we would have to lift the door by sheer force, but that would be pretty much impossible if it's that hard.
Well, at least it will have slightly less weight because the chain wouldn't be fully attached. But
Well, now if we lift the door, it would just create some less tension in the chain. It would just hang in there, like, yeah, not be taut.
But what activated the chain to move?
His coronet.
when I
Yes,
held it up
and-
in front of the face.
Yes.
And
Above
it pulled
each
it
door.
up.
Yes, above each door is a creature's face, and upon it recognizing the coronet on Kothar's head, with the case of the goat door, it
anyone
activated some
have
sort of
stone shape?
mechanism that pulled the chain back and raised the grate.
What if
Does anyone
all
have
four of
a
us?
way to dig into stone?
Can I inspect the ground where the other door was, the goat door? Like where the
Sure,
door was actually sitting, to see if there's anything locking it down in place?
sure. Like?
Because in theory we should have been able to lift the other door. And we didn't check, so...
Yeah.
Mm,
Because
That
if
would
nothing is
be...
locking it down, all four of us could just pull the chain basically from that loop.
sure. So,
investigation?
yeah. Make an investigation check.
That's insight.
With advantage.
With advantage. Advantage. Now I just need to find investigation. I've went past
It's
it
the
4
one
times.
with the eye.
There's lots with eyes. I double clicked that.
Okay, so we'll take the first one, since that's the first that came up. That's a 5.
With advantage.
Which advantage?
I have
How?
no investigative ability.
You do take note that around the grate, where it's sat, there are deep grooves that run into the wall and the floor. And then there is the grate that is slightly visible still from the very top of this arched doorway. You don't see any kind of locking mechanism in there, though.
The
Do
other
you need
one,
help?
when we went upstairs through the goat door, did we see any form of mechanism that could open it from the inside? Since we passed the other one, we went up the stairs and stuff.
No.
So the only activating thing is the magic.
It appears so, yeah.
1 second, where are the chains going to?
Ceiling.
Yep, in the ceiling.
Is there
And-
like a space that it goes into?
Yeah, there's a small reinforced hole that it goes into. Then there's
guessing I won't
then
fit
there's
in
a layer of ceiling or floor to the next landing, and then who knows what's in there.
Would a person be able to move into this hole?
No, it's just big enough for the chain.
Like
Oh.
a slit for a chain. We should all four try to pull on that chain.
Well, we can't pull. We can push.
We can't reach the chain.
We can push the gate up.
Well, no, we could pull if we cut it at the other end and pull it through and then yank on it.
Sure.
I was hoping for something like, but if that would be counterintuitive. If the chain was on our side, we could kind of just.
Yeah, it's on the
pull the chain
opposite
from
side
inside.
from you.
Yeah, that's smart designing right there. God damn it. We should try to just lift the thing with all four of us then.
Or at least me and you.
Me and you, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I don't see 4 people getting to that door to lift it.
I don't think me and Quelana would contribute much anyways.
No, don't worry. I have 8 strength. I can definitely lift this gate alone. 1
You
second.
too, huh?
Yes.
Emotional support.
Why don't I have any vision?
You
You're
haven't
over
found
the
your
wrong
character.
section.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
All right, Roharton, should we try this?
Yep.
What do you want us to roll? Immense strength checks?
So-
or?
Before
So
we roll,
Before you
can I ask?
before you roll, what do you want to do with the door? You want to push it up?
Push it up, yes.
Yeah.
However, is there anything we can use to jam it from closing back down in
Coletta.
the vicinity? Make someone look.
Yes.
Aside from the sarcophagus lid, no. Unless you carry
Yes.
something.
Sham?
No, we use Colena.
No.
We should try to get that lid though, but that is not gonna have that air puck feet when we put it away from the coffin.
Well,
Probably gonna be heavy as shit.
once you have it
Um,
off the ground.
is there anything you can loop rope through and just do a bunch of load-bearing loops to keep the grid up? Is there
This is where
any opening?
multiple. I brought like 5 of those, but I was advised to leave 4.
3.
I have-
I got 1 off you.
Yeah.
There aren't really any places where you can attach a rope aside from the grate itself.
Well, you can tie the bottom of the door, I mean the grate, to the, like, whatever is the, around the gate. I mean, there's probably like a roof or something to it, or something.
No, it's just solid stone frame.
Yeah, it's
Then just only
a stone
Yeah, but
frame
you can
around
tie
it.
it to the frame.
No, but that is just like blocks. That doesn't have any holes.
There's a carving.
How do I see then the metal chain?
On the other
side.
Through the grates.
Yeah.
You know what a metal grate thing looks like, right?
Yes.
Iron.
It's just a bunch of bars sticking down, so you see through it and up.
Oh, okay.
There's got to be something weird about that coffin, though. I mean, that has some air puck.
How does the roof look like here?
Vaulted.
There's got to be
Yeah,
something weird
the
about
roof in the sarcophagus room is vaulted.
Does anyone have anything that we can stick in the roof?
that. No.
Any metal pieces, pikes, anything?
I've got a
Should we
couple of
roll for
javelins.
Strength?
No, javelins won't help me much.
Would a javelin support the weight of the door?
Even if it could,
So-
not that I'm saying it could,
So
I would say that there's a problem of it being straight.
So if you want to try and lift this grate open, why don't first of all pick which one of you is making a roll, and whoever is making the roll will do it with advantage.
Okay. Who?
Shump can do it.
How-
He's taller. He
what-
can lift it higher.
What's your strength like?
16.
Minus 18.
You can do it. You can lift higher.
You
So
would
Just-
always.
make
You would have to
an
do it anyways.
make an athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Kothar, we should advance to be as close as possible, so they don't have to lift it too long.
21. That's pretty damn good.
That is pretty damn good.
You feel the metal grate in front of you lift just a tiny little bit before it catches on something.
Fucking hell. So you can see Shump.
Yeah, it's like it moves just enough to make you know that you managed to lift it, but then it immediately catches on something.
Does anyone have a knock?
Guys, there is something in the slit. And I'm not saying this as a sexual euphemism. There is something blocking this huge grate from erecting from the floor.
I would like to say that the piece that we can actually break is probably the stone around the grate.
Passes along very widely into it. And we checked that last time.
Either we are here because we just wanted to double check, or Tio has a plan here that it's going to take forever to find out.
I still think that we can break these walls around it. I mean, these.
It's the death door. Roberton inspected this and this near all of it, so it was determined that the grate passes inside the wall for some distance.
Yeah, it's embedded in there.
For both
Now, of
aesthetic
course, you
and
can go
pleasing
like
and-
you can start hammering over here, but knowing the size of all of these rooms, it's unlikely. Well, we could try breaking through that way and then that way if you want to.
It doesn't help because there's nothing here. This is I mean, by what I did around it, you would fall.
Is the floor of this coffin also jade and transparent, or is there some? Okay, so I can see just.
It's all jade and it's not transparent but translucent, so you
But I
can
can
see
see like
shapes
the
through it.
floor.
Yeah,
Quelana's already been sleeping inside, looking down. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can
There
see
was,
that the bottom of the sarcophagus rests a little bit further down from the floor, so it's like embedded in there, just enough that it's impossible to move around basically by sliding it.
Yeah. Okay. So and there's no clue whatsoever on the coffin itself as to. Could I do an investigation check on the mural just to be sure that there's nothing there?
Sure,
As if there's nothing
you
with the
can
coffin?
definitely make an make it with advantage since you've already been staring at it before.
Well, okay.
14.
I mean, if we have been here and there's nothing with the coffin and we can't open the door, I don't know. I think we need the coronets. I mean,
Yep.
and we don't know where those are as of right
Nope.
now.
That's what we're hoping we can bypass by going through there.
Yeah.
Well, I have soap.
Well, how evenly spaced are the bars?
How evenly spaced?
Yes. Like, how
How
much
far?
gap is it between each? Like, such and such and such. Inches,
How are they
centimeters.
Bolted.
It's a crosshatch pattern with about enough space in between them that you can like reach your arm through, but not much more than that.
Okay, so that type.
Could you send Ninyak through there to see if he can see something?
Liniac could probably crawl through.
Yeah, I can go get to the other side if we want that, but just me or Naniac alone probably won't do much. We already know that this side didn't have a lever or anything to activate it from the inside as we stepped up, so we could always go up and check this one more properly to see if there's a hidden lever or something that would.
Was the grate itself magical?
Nothing magical
Oh.
about the steel. Can I do a perception check or investigation or something to see if there is anything noteworthy in the underside of these?
Sure, you can make an investigation check.
Normal, I guess.
Kothar, do you have the knock spell?
I do not.
I love these little moments where you just bang your heads against something.
Yeah, do you remember the first one?
It's that door.
Yeah, so
I can get through,
there's
in theory.
there's nothing behind the goat door that strikes you as anything that would help you in opening the door from that side. Aside from the chain, but you've already tried pulling on it and know from experience that it's tough going.
I want to do an investigation check on this door for any locking mechanism that I can find.
On the door you're facing, the dragon door?
Yes.
Okay, you can make your investigation check.
But there is a locking mechanism
Yep.
because my strength kind of stopped in there.
Yeah, it's a matter of locating it. But who here has a means of getting past two-way?
I have an invisible servant. I don't know
Oh.
if he can do anything.
So,
I
Kolana,
can-
you can see the metal grates embedding into the wall, but you don't see a locking mechanism around.
Yeah, with that roll, I didn't expect to find one.
Yeah.
It's a pity that not everyone picked the passage thing that gives Misty Step. We could all just teleport past.
Yes, but I
No,
have the unseen servant.
Yes.
I can do an illusion of myself on the other side.
But here's the thing: I can get past, and I can bring a friend as well, and Rothen can.
So we need two people.
The issue is
and someone.
if we can't use the portal that is upstairs, we'll be stuck in that room for a day until I can do it again.
Well,
We
have
are
to-
fine for a day.
And I can't actually bring the friend back with me.
What do you mean?
That's a problem.
Why not?
I have a scroll of dimension door.
Ah,
I can learn it in 2 levels, or a level. Is it level or 2?
Well, if it's not magical.
that is quite a problem.
1 second. If it's not magical, would the fireball affect it?
Do fireballs melt steel beams?
That's what I'm asking. Do you? Because
it's an
explosion.
Yeah, a fireball would affect it, but would it be enough to melt a steel chain?
I don't want to melt it. I want it to be soft enough for someone to hit it with metal with a big heavy hammer and bend it so we can cross.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
That's a blacksmith thing right there.
Yeah.
Someone to bring their trade.
It's
back
not that
to
I
them.
can do it yet because I will need to learn that scroll. But yeah,
Yeah, but it might be
That's-
possible.
There's
I
also the slight issue of I would need to be on the other side to hit the chain.
no, I don't mean the chain. I mean the grate.
Oh, you mean the grate itself? Okay.
But
Yeah,
okay,
but
Kothar.
the grate is fairly tight crosshatch pattern. So even if you bent one bar out of shape, it probably wouldn't be enough to give you space to get through. You would need to do it a lot of times to make a hole.
But Misty Step, that is like a cantrip, right? You can pass through some object or something. You're muted.
Misty Step is a teleport
It's
for
a
30
spell.
feet.
Hmm
And you have a dimension door in
1
addition
second.
to that?
Yes.
So basically, you could do a Misty Step through and then a dimension door back. Not waiting an entire day. If you see something bad on the other side and need to go back before that day is up, you could use that.
Well, assuming it follows the same pattern, it'll just be the stairs up to the teleport door, nothing more.
Exactly. So if you do that, you can
If
see
you just want to confirm that, I can send Ninjak through.
Yeah, if you can send Ninjak through, Ninjak, and see if you can see something noteworthy through the portal and not go through yourself. Maybe you can see something familiar. Maybe you can see a mountain range or a place we can just go from the.
True, we could get a what?
Bearing on where it is.
Yeah, because you don't have to pass it. You can just peer from the inside.
Just need to have a landmark. That's the word.
Are you hatching a plan to send Ninjak through? Like, is this a conversation that you are having in character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. And then, Kothar, in your head, you hear this faint voice go, "There is a door there."
Can't you open a door?
Not that one.
Which door are you talking about?
There
He means
are,
the teleportation door.
there are doors above.
Doors. Plural.
Doors.
3 doors. One above each grate. I have
We passed
have-
through one.
I have been here many times. All doors are locked.
So the door upstairs would be locked as well. Without the coronet to open the grate here.
Last time I saw it was locked.
Then
I
it's
like
a moot point.
you're in character there, Theo. With the theory.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a moot point. Even if we do get past the grate, the door will not open.
Then what the fuck do we do? Just get back out through the portal and start looking for the other coronets?
Well, I mean, we knew it could be a dead-end trip, so we
Mhm.
can just go back up north, and unless you want to go downstairs here and see what you can find at the bottom.
We should go for that mark on the map, the elf miles.
Well, by the time we have checked this out and gotten back to the city or the town,
They should have the mage.
yeah,
mage
the
should
mage
be there.
should be done with his business anyways. So we'll see what comes of that.
Yeah.
Very well. Question is, do you need to kick Quelana through the portal again this time?
Let's hope not, Colin.
I look at Champ and Roherthan and kind of and go on.
Okay.
I smile at Kalana and say, "I'm glad you're enjoying that robe."
You got your reward for it.
The bronze ring that is no longer shining?
Well, he didn't yet draw it out, so as far as he knows, it's shiny.
I say, "I don't know. Look at my beard. Put it in my
Okay.
beard."
So, you climb up the stairway behind the goat door.
Yes.
Yep.
Stairway to
Yeah.
heaven.
Okay.
Climb up the stairway that goes down.
Yes.
Yeah.
A mysterious illusion. Yeah, you climb up to the teleportation door above and step right through out into the open area outside the watchtower, emerging from a broken section of a ruined building right there. So you are back
horses.
with your mounts.
Yay, the
Probably
horses
get
didn't
stuck.
run away.
The horses probably get startled slightly, confused. Like, what?
I'm looking around for a pig, and
the
then
horses are digging around at a burned down bush just on the ridgeline.
Why are they digging into a bush?
They're eating.
Okay. I thought digging as in stomping it with their feet. I was like, what?
Well,
truffles?
they're doing a little bit of that as well, but just for fun. Have to amuse themselves somehow while you're down in dank depths.
Well, yes.
well. Let's travel back. Unless anyone wants to do something before we travel.
No.
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 No. Okay.
Very well.
Well, maybe Rohithan, if you want to to do me another clothes for the way back.
Well, I don't think you have enough materials for more since
No,
you asked for
actually,
exactly
no.
enough.
Yeah. Next time.
I mean, unless you want me to make something out of your old robes.
No. Those are precious to me. Many memories.
Many stains.
No, I have prestidigitation to clean them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Yes, so we travel back.
Yeah. Good. You travel back to Nightstone quite uneventfully. You arrive at Nightstone. Right. You arrive at Nightstone. This would be. Yeah. So this would be like.
Night.
Night, evening.
Late
I
evening.
would.
Yes, evening, night.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I think we should go to sleep and then afterwards go to see Crumbo and see what he says.
Assuming
Or
he's
do
not
we
back
want to
yet already.
Or do we want to wake him up in the middle of the night?
If we're going to go to sleep and go see Crumble, I'll take that opportunity to clean up the mess of beard and crap. You know, the singe.
Sure.
And
Finally.
I would ritual cast Leoman's tiny hut where we're sleeping.
In
And
the
do it,
house?
yes. And do
Okay.
it pink.
Okay, great.
So you're casting a pink hut in the house.
Yep.
In
No,
the
it's
town.
not. It's a dome. But okay, yes.
Completely normal. Nothing to
Yep.
see here. So
I'll go help myself to some darts and then prepare for bed. Play around with Nidiak a bit. Maybe see if we find the Tresem and do a bit of pranks.
okay.
Hey, I like my pink dome.
You like your pink in general.
Oh, and since I have it already set, I will... No, actually, I don't need it. Never mind. Sleepy tea. Sleepy sleep.
That would be a long
Okay.
rest.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the long rest.
Awesome.
So you gain the benefits of a good night's sleep, a long rest.
I don't think I consumed anything, so...
I used one mage armor, but I now recovered it.
Yeah, and
2
you would
heals and a cluster.
mark down one ration since you were on the road.
Yes.
Yep.
That was essentially a day's journey. Just about.
Mm-hmm.
So the mages, according to Crumbo, should be returning or should be
Tomorrow.
arriving the next day.
Yes.
We'd also inform him of our conversation with the Wood Elves and our own spotting of the flying ships and mention how that could also be a lead.
Sure. Yeah.
So we know an approximate area.
Yeah. And let's go. Yeah. If you don't mind, we can go a little bit longer still. Or do you want to head off to bed? Or
I need to end because I work
Yes.
tomorrow.
good. Okay. Then we shall
Okay.
call it here for today.
Yes. Sorry, guys, but if not, I will not be awake tomorrow.
Yeah. No problem.
Well, I mean, works for losers, am I right? I'm gonna go finish up these Darts.
Well, at least I gained one thing during this whole day. Actually, two things. I gained a needle and I gained blue robes.
Yes. And some
I-
thread.
Though I
Agreed.
lost a ring of Bedo.
I guess. Well, I mean, we had several lovely moments. The
Yes.
elves. The
Oh, by the way,
travels.
Rohithan,
Yes.
do you want some massively bad deepwood moss cooked that I have?
You still not eaten it.
No.
I think it'll be off by now.
Yeah, it'll definitely be getting there at least, so.
Give it a shot.
Well, I'm just. You jump our trash can.
He's used to worse.
I'm pretty. If I remember correctly, he's half orc. He'll be fine with it.
Yes, I'm sure he will.
Since the evening will be spent, doing off activities, Kodar will be talking to him about his campaign and what he actually has in plan for the political sides of things, seeing if he can help out a bit.
Sure.
I'll be bathing, cleaning up the mess, and doing. I don't know. Something.
Good.
I
Great.
lost my
I would
train of
also
thought.
do something.
You will prance around in your tiny pink hut.
Yes. I can actually block everyone from entering it,
Yep.
can't I? Yep.
Yep.
I have my
Yep.
private space. There you
I'll
go.
probably see
Okay.
to City then.
I have my private space in this house. No one will bother me.
Oh my.
Hey.
I shall close off the
Well-
stream.
Yes.
That's
Do that.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Lothar, say something.
I said bye bye.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what you should say? And you know you missed the opportunity? Involving this spider.
Well, I actually was almost.
Jesus. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next Monday. This was very strange one. Lots of faffing about. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Goodbye.